Holy moly, guys. Did you know that Britney Spears' dad had his leg amputated? I mean, this kind of flew under the radar. Like, what the heck? Fester, did you know that Britney Spears' dad had his right leg cut off? Did you have any idea of this?
You know what? No.
I did.
How'd you know?
Yeah, how'd you know, Froggy?
Komodo dragon attack, right?
No, it wasn't a Komodo dragon attack. No, this is a true story.
Leave Britney alone!
Well, I'm talking about Britney's
So
dad here.
His name is Jamie, right?
Jamie Spears. There are pictures of him being brought home from the hospital, and he's got long pants on, and his right pant leg is like tied in a knot just above his, well, where his knee would have been. Right there. Look at that.
Man.
Yeah, Fester just brought this thing up. Yeah, TMZ had the pictures, page 6 with the New York Post. They had the pictures. Look at this. He's wearing like, what are those, like gym workout long pants? And
Sure, yeah.
it's tied in a knot above his knee. He just has a thigh nub going on. This is a crazy story. Britney Spears' estranged dad now missing a leg.
Just hopping around.
Yeah. He's getting out of a vehicle. There's a wheelchair waiting for him, and I guess this is when he was driven home. It kind of
He
looks
lost
like...
his daughter and his leg.
All right, come on, Froggy. I avoided that, essentially.
What
Really?
happened? What did he get?
Like gangrene or something?
Yeah, sepsis on the leg.
Hang on. I saw the story, and they were, just kind of short on total details.
You get run over by a train?
This was last night.
You lost it last night?
No.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no, the
I
story.
was going to say, that's a rough morning.
Jamie Spears seen in a wheelchair in first sighting since leg amputation. Britney's dad. Oh, by the way, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. This is clearly breaking news. Hang on a sec. Put the wrong button up here. Hang on. I got my breaking news button. Now I can say breaking news. Check. Hello.
Did Brittany hibachi his leg off with those knives?
That's a good question. Jamie Spears was seen for the first time since getting his leg amputated. The embattled father and former conservator of Britney Spears was photographed at a warehouse. It looked like a storage garage. You know those kind of corrugated like garage doors? This was in Kentwood, Louisiana. This is that's the hometown, right? Isn't Britney from Kentwood, Louisiana?
I think it's the only good thing that's ever come from Kentwood, Louisiana.
The 71-year-old's right leg, Britney Spears' dad, 71, partially amputated 4 inches above his knee. This is his right leg.
Oh,
wearing
brutal.
an olive green sweatshirt beneath a black puffer jacket, which he paired with black pants, the right leg, which was cinched off and tied up below the knee.
All right, can we figure out what happened?
Well, I'm trying to figure that out. I haven't seen a whole lot of detail on that. He's got a Monster baseball cap on. Look, that's the Monster logo, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
He's got a black hat with a greenish brim, and then that kind of drippy, spooky M that they use in the Monster energy drink logo. It's a Monster hat.
Okay.
But as far as details on this thing,
It's just pictures.
He just get himself a robotic leg.
yeah, why was his leg taken off? All right, hang on a minute. Here we go. He's still living in an RV next to Britney's storage warehouse with all her stuff in it. Oh, that's the store. It's like a storage garage. I'm telling you, it's like a U-Haul storage garage or something. According to sources, he had a knee replacement and then got a bad infection. Oh my God.
I know a guy who's had 2 of those things.
Infections?
No,
or
knee replacements,
Okay.
and he has both his legs.
Yeah, well, if you don't get the infection, you heal just fine.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. So
I'd keep the bad knee.
apparently he underwent multiple unsuccessful surgeries prior to the amputation, and the amputation was a last resort, according to a source.
Yeah, of course.
So knee replacement surgery gone bad. Listen, hip replacement, knee replacement, brain replacement. I saw the movie Face Off, face replacement.
It could happen.
Hey, that stuff, is generally successful.
Castor Troy knows how to do it.
Yeah. So what happened here? What, do you have this knee replacement done in a back alley in Mexico? Where was
The flea market.
seriously? Where was his knee replacement done that he got a bad infection? I mean, how often does that happen?
How does the doctor feel about this?
I mean, the knee do you get charged for the knee replacement surgery if the knee now is totally gone because your leg is amputated 4 inches above the knee?
Yeah, they work something out in the billing office.
Do they? Yeah. Holy frigamoly.
And how did this not come out anytime sooner?
All right.
Wow.
Well, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Poor guy.
Yeah, just trying to get a leg up on the competition this
All right.
morning.
That's it.
You see?
That's all we're trying to do.
Just trying to get a leg up here.
Let's kick it into high gear.
That's what I'm trying to do. All right, so I'm here, obviously. Fester's here. Froggy's here. No Roxanne today. She's taking a vacation day 2 days before we take our vacation on a Wednesday. Anyway, hey, we got to call Roxanne this morning because she gets
She feels left out when she's
she
on
gets a little butthurt when I don't call her during a day off.
Isn't
And
that
she's
the
like,
point?
Well,
well,
you guys never call me.
Yeah.
well, here's it. Well, we try just to.
I just don't pick up.
Right.
That's it.
Well, Roxanne said to me, "Hey, you called Fester when he was out." Yeah, because Fester was on his deathbed. That's why I was trying to call Fester.
My death toilet.
And we
yeah, I mean,
Fester,
you want to be factual.
Fester on the death. Speaking of toilets,
Yeah.
Death toilet.
Dun, dun, dun.
you know what? That could be a movie franchise. Death toilet.
Ugh, I don't know. I'd see the sequel.
People, you know what? It's like a
The toilet sucks you down and kills you.
exactly. You got that's the plot.
All right. I'm going to start writing it. Let's get Julie on the line. We're going to make it.
I'm telling you. I don't know. Is it like a rest stop on the side of the interstate and the death toilet? People disappear and their cars are found in the lot at the rest area off the interstate, and it's because of the death toilet sucks them in, and that's how they disappear.
Yeah, some small town sheriff is looking for clues.
Death toilet. I've got a toilet story that we got to get to, though. You know about the foamy toilet?
No.
Ew.
Hey, there is a gift card scam. I've been hanging on to this story for a little bit. I wanted to do it yesterday. We got delayed. I wanted to do it the day before yesterday. It sat in the pile. But it's not like it's not important. It is. I have a gift card story that you got to hear, and then we'll get to the death toilet next. You got the AG here in Florida, the Attorney General, suing over the FSU snub in the championship playoffs, in the college playoffs. All right, hold on. We got a busy freaking show. What is this, Wednesday? Here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. First, though, it's Pat. Ooh. 620. All right, don't forget, I got to call Roxanne this morning. I don't want her to be angry. Let's
Okay.
let's call her 5 times.
I mean, are we the Feelings morning show now?
Let's call her 5 times. Should we call her first right now? You think she's sleeping still at 6:20? Did she sleep in this morning?
I don't know.
Let's give her a call right now. Let's wake her up. I mean, take a
She
day
really,
off.
after the show, she insisted that you call her.
I know.
Does
That's
she have something to contribute, or is it just like she can give a weather update?
what I'm saying.
Is something happening?
I don't know.
Hang on, let me see if I can get her on the phone here. I have no idea what her cell. You remember when we used to know people's numbers?
Yeah.
Remember I know your number. I know that your number is, what is it, Froggy?
Everybody knows his
Everybody.
number.
What's Fester's cell number?
Well, 813-310-8444.
Yeah.
You could feel free to say it as well. I don't always have to do it.
All right, let's call Roxanne, see if she's awake. And then I got the death toilet story. That crazy deal here. Hold on a minute. Let me bring up the phone. 727. She's the only show member with a 727 number, by the way. Do you know that?
Why
Ooh.
take the day off? If you want us to call you at 6:20.
Every time.
Yeah. Let's see if Roxanne's up. She made a point. Hey, you can call me tomorrow.
Hello.
Hey, we're calling you.
Hi. Good morning. What's going on?
Oh, no, you tell us. You're
Yeah.
the one that insisted we call you.
Yeah, exactly. You get all butthurt when we don't call you when you get a day off. So we're going to call you 5 or 6 times today.
No, you act like I'm banished. The one time I was off, it was like I didn't exist anymore. I was persona non
Hold
grata.
on. Well, hold on. What did you get in your head?
Remember, Fester? Do you remember last time
Yeah,
when I took that day off on a Thursday?
I don't remember.
Oh, I remember now.
Oh, you didn't
I
mention
remember
it.
now.
What happened?
Okay, Roxanne took a day to read to her class,
Yeah.
and MJ got butthurt on this one as to why are you taking a day to read to your class when you could do
What
it on.
happened? What happened?
All right, Roxanne, what are you doing today? What's your big day off?
Okay, so right now I'm just drinking my coffee, relaxing, and Doug gets mad because I'm doing my voice warm-ups, and I'm like, Q105 is WRB, and he's like, can you please keep it down?
Hold on. Well, hold on. You're saying
You're
that
not a
at,
singer.
you're saying that at 6 o'clock in the morning. You're reciting the legal ID for the top of the hour. WRBQ is a Beasley Media Group station. I'm Roxanne Wilder with another hour of Tampa Bay's hits of the 80s, 90s. I'm reading the card right
Yeah,
here
I was about to say.
because I never do that because if you're lucky, we play one song in a row here.
All right, so you took a day off of work just to do voice warm-ups at the.
I'm just programmed. This is what I do at this time of day to get my voice going, and, he's not appreciating it. No, it's so nice. It's actually peaceful. The kids aren't awake yet. I'm drinking my coffee and writing my book, and then
Hold on, you're doing what?
I'm just relaxing. I'm enjoying my morning.
Did you say you're writing your book?
Yeah.
I thought you said the book was done.
Working on it, I should say. Working on it. Just,
Okay. You've been
perfecting
working
it.
on this book since the day I met you.
Exactly.
Like-
Back
way
in
longer than that.
September of 2020.
So
Yeah.
6:23 in the morning, 6:24 in the morning.
Is this book that you're writing? Is it like as long as I don't know, like Atlas Shrugged or something, or
War and Peace.
Yes,
What-
No, it's 116,000 words. So, yeah. It's
How
pretty
many
long,
pages is 116,000 words? I guess it depends on how big the pages are and how small the type is.
but- Yeah, like 400-ish, I think.
Hold on, 400 pages?
Yeah. Yes.
What is your wait a minute? What is your book about again?
Oh, it's very salacious. It is about a woman who is hired by other really wealthy women to destroy their husbands, and so she seduces them.
Oh man, I think there's some like truth in Roxanne's real life that's impregnated in this book.
Oh,
No, but it's really funny because I've made Doug read it, obviously, and so we talk about it all the time. And so my daughter, she hears us talk about it, and she hears us talk about this woman, this character, and she can't take it. She's like, her little ears are hearing everything. We don't talk about the salacious stuff, but she's like, who is this girl you guys keep talking about? I don't know her. Who is she? And it's because it's like when you write a book.
Did you tell your daughter I'm writing a book? That's who this woman is that I don't know? That mommy's writing a book. And did you ask me recently that you needed my help for something? You needed to get a name, or you needed some like factual piece, or didn't you ask me?
I did.
And you never followed up on that.
No. I got help from someone else, but I do want your approval on it. It was just, it had to do with guns and packaging of guns.
Oh, well, so what's the question? So hold on. You asked me for assistance to get something factually correct in your book, and then you sought the help from somebody else after you asked me?
Well, you and I we talk about different stuff. I've had it on my to-do list to ask you, like, after the show. And
So what was the question?
So the question was, so she has to get someone an illegal gun in, they live in Chicago, and gun laws are strict there. So she has to get a gun to help this guy protect the homeless shelter. And so she obtains the gun, and I wanted some advice from you on vernacular, like what it would look like in the case, how she would hand it to him, just like words that
Gotcha.
so you can read.
I think it's some ghost gun or some gun with a serial number filed off. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, some Taurus or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah.
When I think of a city that finding a gun is not hard in, Chicago comes to mind, regardless of the laws.
Roxanne, do you want to stay on the phone while I talk about the death toilet?
Okay.
Okay, Froggy and I can just get a cup of coffee. It's fine.
No, that's all right.
I mean,
hey, Roxanne, I'm gonna let you go. We might call you at 11 a.m. this morning. Okay.
Have fun, guys.
All right. Have a nice day off.
Bye. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
So this is a crazy story. This is not quite the death toilet, but I do like the death toilet concept. I'm telling you, that's a movie. Death toilet.
Roxanne's next book.
Death toilet. Hey, MJ, can I get some toilet facts, please, from you? There's this woman. I've never seen anything like this. There's video, there's pictures. There is a problem with her toilet, and it's just belching out like white foam.
Really?
Yeah. All right. Festa, you got to see the pictures on this. Type in toilet belches foam. And this is the craziest story. This woman's out in California. I never heard of this. They're like white, foamy, sudsy. You ever see the foam they use if there's like a tractor trailer, a gasoline tanker truck on the interstate?
Yeah.
And there's like a crash and the gas truck could burst into flames. Or, when there's like a crash, look at this thing. There's like a crash landing of an aircraft, and they're trying to suppress any fire, and they bring out the foam trucks, like at Tampa International Airport.
Yeah, if there's a spill of something.
Yeah, they've got a foam truck.
Yeah.
At TPA. The fine firefighters, which, by the way, I met one of the airport firefighters. I was in the airport taking a flight, and I guess some of the EMTs, firefighters, they were just kind of walking around. Oh, there was somebody in the terminal that was like sleeping and was like hunched over, and I think they were doing a wellness check to see if the person was still alive. And I was in this portion. Oh, it was Breeze. It was a quiet corner of the airport when Michelle and I got on a flight to go to Norfolk for the weekend back in September. And there was somebody at the way end of the terminal, and the gate that this person was at was not being used, or this gate was quiet. There was nothing going on down there.
There's one guy just hunched over in the chair?
Whatever terminal Breeze is at, I don't usually use that terminal because we fly mostly Delta, United, or JetBlue, Southwest. So I think it's about Copa.
Okay, all right. You get it.
All right.
So they did a check on this person at the Tampa International Terminal, and I'm happen to be walking with Michelle, and this firefighter, a woman, says, "Hey, MJ from the MJ Morning Show." I'm like, "Yeah, hey, listen to you all the time." And she invited me to lunch. I got to follow up on that. So she said, "Hey, you ought to come down to the station one day for lunch." So I
Is
just
that the name of the restaurant?
what?
The station?
No, the fire station
Oh,
at
okay.
the airport. What are you talking about? I'm talking about a firefighter.
I'm trying to piece the whole
What-
thing
what are you-
together.
What are you talking about?
The station.
No, I get invited to the airport fire station for lunch.
Okay.
Sweet.
Anyway, this woman's toilet in California is just belching out foam. Look at the picture. Her whole bathroom floor is covered. It's like you poured a whole box of Mr. Bubble in the bathtub and then let the water run, and you got foam and bubbles all over the place. What is this?
Somebody, you know, when you see those fountains and you put and when I was in high school, we put soap in them and then you go back.
Yeah.
Can you do that to like a whole plumbing system?
Man, there was a fountain when I was growing up in Virginia Beach on Independence Boulevard, right to the entrance of Pembroke Meadows. There was an old Crown gas station. Do you remember the Crown gas station brand? Crown.
I don't.
I think it was a Southern thing. Crown, and they had a fountain, and man, it was every weekend somebody poured Mr. Bubble or whatever in the fountain, and it was a mess. Anyway, they don't know what this is. Tons of views on social media, and people are trying to figure out what is causing this. Her whole apartment and bathroom gets flooded with this white sudsy foam, and it's like seeping. It's coming out of her toilet.
There's rabies.
I mean, is this put on? I mean,
I don't. And her toilet's making like strange noises.
this is a white, thick foam.
It's bizarre. It's mystery foam that you can see that it's seeping from her. The lid is closed, and it's seeping out from the toilet seat and the lid. It's coming up from wherever out of the toilet, and I guess no one can figure out what's going on with this mystery foam. It's bizarre. If anyone has mystery foam, call us up. 800-990-1047. Hey, great pile of early morons in the news next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. If you're in the need for a service call because your air conditioner went bleh, yeah, if your air conditioner is going this music can mean just one thing. It is time for early morons in the news here on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, don't let me forget the gift card scam story. We got to get to that later on. Man, you got to hear this, man. This is diabolical. You know, a lot of gift cards being purchased this time of the year. You know, the holidays, and you got to hear it. All right, first, though, early morons in the news here on the MJ Morning Show. This I had a while back. Let me tell you, this is dated November 27th, and it got lost in a pile. Yeah, today is the 13th of December.
Yeah, so over 2 weeks you've had this.
Yeah. So I've been sitting on this story. Inadvertently, I meant to do this right after Thanksgiving break, but I didn't get around to it. Nevertheless, it's a great story. Hey, Froggy, if you're caught trying to pass counterfeit cash,
Yes.
what do?
Eat it.
Yes, that's the story.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, whenever I got caught with a note in high school, right down the goozle pipe.
Look at that. Just right off the
Let me
bat.
see that note, Michael. Right in my mouth. You'll never know.
Florida, of course, it's a Florida story. Yeah, for whatever reason, this got stuck in a pile of like old prep. And I was just going through all my stuff to make sure that I don't leave anything great on the table before Christmas vacation break. And I'm like, oh, man, I didn't do the story. And I saw this while we were on Thanksgiving break, and I emailed it to myself. And then I printed it out, and it got stuck in some old pile. Anyway, better late than never. Woman down in North Miami Beach
Oh, man.
was arrested. She tried to use counterfeit bills at Walmart. Of course, it was Walmart. And she tried to eat the fake money when she was being detained by the police down in Miami. Zipporah Abraham.
Come on, Zipporah.
Come on, Zippy.
38 years old, arrested, charged with third-degree grand theft and uttering forged bills after the incident. Doesn't the Secret Service investigate counterfeit U.S. currency? So you got the North Miami Beach police involved here. Then I would imagine the feds are called in on counterfeit cash, right?
That's a pretty serious charge.
Yeah, look that up. Hey, I'm pretty sure that the U.S. Secret Service investigates counterfeit cash.
Yeah, secretservice.gov, counterfeit investigations.
But is that true?
It's from their government website.
No. But see, just type into Google, who investigates counterfeit cash? And I believe it's the U.S. Secret Service. Just confirm that. So Zipporah Abraham, she was busted. A Walmart loss prevention officer was notified that a customer later identified as Abraham was trying to use fake money to pay for items at Walmart. When the employees looked at the store's surveillance footage, they realized that she had done this before. That's right. So this woman's just a menace. Yeah, she also was seen hiding several products in a storage bin and then pacing back and forth until she found an opportunity to leave the store with items that she didn't pay for. This woman's got counterfeit cash. She's pilfering goods. Then they discovered that she had unpaid items worth, $864?
Was she stuffing it in like the rubber totes and then just paying for the tote and walking out?
I don't know what the hell she was doing, but she allegedly walked past all points of sale. The storage bin scam. So what she was doing was she would go and get a big storage bin, like the Rubbermaid or the big plastic storage bins, and then put other goods in the bins. Remember we had a story not long ago, guys were doing this at Home Depot.
Yeah, buying the
trash cans.
Trash cans
They're
on
buying
the wheels.
The big trash cans, and they're putting all like power tools, all kinds of crap inside the trash cans, and they go and they scan the trash can, and they're paying for just the trash can, but not all the goods that they stole and put inside the trash can, and then wheel them out. That was a recent story. That was a big bust. But confronted by the police with the counterfeit money, she starts shoving it into her mouth and starts chewing on it.
Come on. What was her name? Zaquisha?
Zipporah Abraham.
Isn't that a makeup store?
Was her name. No, that's Sephora.
Oh,
yeah.
Sephora. It's Sephora.
Sorry.
Not Zipporah.
Yeah, the Secret Service investigates counterfeit activities.
Yeah, there you have it. Hey, another Florida story. Hey, if I've got a headline that woman sings gospel songs and pees herself during a DUI stop, it's got to be Florida, right?
I got to see that footage. I got to see that police body cam.
Can you think of a gospel song? What's like because I can sort of hear it in my head.
Like she's belting out like Amazing Grace or something?
Yeah, I mean, when you think of gospel songs, if you're like the musical coordinator for a movie or something, and all right, we got a scene, we got to have a choir in a Southern church. The choir's doing gospel songs during a Sunday morning service.
Are they singing "Go Tell It on the Mountain" or something?
I'm gonna let it shine. Is that like a
This
gospel?
little light of mine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah. This little light of woo.
Is that like a gospel song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
authorities have released some new information. This lady led cops on a pursuit, a dangerous pursuit. Florida Highway Patrol arrested 41-year-old Courtney Epps. She's from Taylor, South Carolina, but guess what? Happened here in Florida. That makes it a Florida story, right? According to the arrest report, she was observed in a gray Chevy Suburban speeding. They tried to pull her over, pursued her, lights, sirens on, the whole shebang, driving up to 120 miles an hour across the 7 Mile Bridge. I'm just waiting for Jamie Lee Curtis to hang out of the sunroof of a limo. What movie was that? Come on. Jamie Lee, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Was it True Lies?
Yeah, True Lies.
Lies.
Yeah, True Lies. Yeah, didn't they shoot that on 7 Mile Bridge?
Then they blew half of it up.
Yeah, and then there was a big car chase,
Yeah.
right? Was that a helicopter? The sunroof of the limo? Jamie Lee Curtis?
Tom Arnold?
Yeah.
You know, listen, if
No,
Jamie,
that's right. Tom Arnold, exactly.
you know, if
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis would have done it this way and sang gospel songs and then soiled herself, that would have been a great scene.
Oh.
So, of course, the woman's finally pulled over. She pees on herself during the traffic stop, and then she breaks into gospel songs. Did she think that she was going to avoid arrest? What the hell?
Was that, what was that, Monroe County?
Yeah, it's Monroe County.
Yeah.
And then, wait a minute, it gets better. So they throw down the spike strips to try to stop her. Wait a minute. They throw down the spike strips, and this is a mile marker 71, if you know where that is, and her tires start coming apart because she's just run over the spike strips. So pieces of her tires are just peeling off, falling off the car. And then while she's driving 120 miles an hour, there were hundreds of runners that were participating in a half marathon.
Oh.
So she's driving, so tire parts and other parts of her vehicle are flying off her car
Hitting the runners?
while she's passing hundreds of runners. You know, hey, listen, there was another, remember the FHP story with the female FHP officer that stopped the driver
At the Skyway
at
race?
the
last
Skyway,
year?
exactly. That was heroic. Remember, she called the show when we were thanking her. So you got runners, you got the marathon going on. Parts of her car are flying off and hitting runners in the face. You imagine you're running a marathon. And, oh, son of a, what's that? Oh, it's a Goodyear tire.
Yeah, I'm glad she didn't, plow into the runners.
Anyway, this
For real.
jackwagon was finally stopped, taken into custody, and then she starts singing gospel songs, and she peed herself. So there you go.
Wow, that's an active.
Yeah, tell you
Dang,
what,
there.
Courtney Epps, that's no way to go through life as a 41-year-old woman, lady.
She's got time to turn it around. Doesn't make her a horrible person, does it?
I mean, she loves the Lord. She has that going
Oh,
for her.
she's going to turn that sucker right around, baby. Oh,
If
man.
the Lord has anything to do with it, she will.
Then she will.
Amen.
Thank you, Froggy.
Unbelievable. All right, 7 o'clock hour is on the way. Hey, I've got school fools, man. I've got a pile of teacher stories. Why don't some of these folks learn? All right, that and more. 7 o'clock hour straight ahead. I got to get to the gift card scam story. That's probably going to be about 7:30. But this is must hear. This is diabolical and devious. All right, hold on to that thought. Here on the MJ Morning Show on a Wednesday, International Diamond Center. I got a shout out to Spectrum Cable this morning for fixing our cable. So why is it that every single morning show in the building came to our studio yesterday to say, "Hey MJ, is your TV out? Is your cable out too?" You notice that every single morning show rolled in here. Yeah, our cable was out. Something happened, and I get in here early. I'm the first one in. Turn the TV on. Nothing. Just a blank black screen. No picture. Whatever I did, whatever buttons I pushed, nothing. The guide came up. The info bar.
Yeah.
So you saw the little bar at the bottom of the screen that told you what channel you were on, but no picture, nothing. And then every other radio station in here, we got 5, 6 radio stations in here, and the morning shows, the stations that have morning shows, they're all rolling. Hey, is your TV out too? I'm like, yep. So we had some kind of Spectrum Cable deal, and they came out. In fact, when I was leaving yesterday, Max the engineer, Max, was standing on the second floor landing in our building.
Right.
Yeah, we got this like big glass lobby kind of thing, and the second floor, you walk up and it's like an open staircase so you can see right down into the first floor. And Max is just standing there kind of leaning against the wall because the Spectrum truck was parked in the parking lot. So the guy must have been doing something, doing some paperwork, or I don't know, watching YouTube or something in the who knows.
I gotta finish watching Mr. Beast and I'll be right in there.
So as I'm leaving the show yesterday, you got the engineer for our station. He's just standing there. He's like, I say, hey, you waiting for? I was joking around. So he's standing on the landing on the upper steps of our second floor up here, where the studios are. And I said, hey, what are you waiting for a Spectrum? He said, yep. And then he points, because I hadn't seen the truck yet, and the truck's sitting in the parking lot. So, hey, the TV's working this morning, folks. Fantastic. If I want to bring up the Today Show, hold on a sec. I can bring up the audio. Listen.
C News. This is Today.
Let's see what else is on.
Why are you changing the channel?
Tony, and good morning to everybody. After a full day of President Zelensky's in-person...
So Froggy's just changing channels on me. What are you doing?
Oh, young Sheldon. Come on, let's get the morning started right.
Let's get all the way over to Medford over here.
Yeah, let's just, you know what?
I love this episode.
Let's just put Young Sheldon audio on for the remainder of the show. What do you think?
Not as
This is
easy
a
as you
great
think.
show.
What do you think? I've
Can I
never
tell you-
seen Young. What is
so good.
I mean, I'm aware of Young Sheldon. What the hell does Young Sheldon do? How young is Sheldon?
Sheldon's like 8.
I think he's growing up a lot. He has like that same problem that kid from 2.5 Men had. He
whatever.
started off as a boy and now he's like a gigantic kid.
Ooh, My Strange Addiction's on. We can check that
Let's
out.
watch that.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, thank you to Spectrum for fixing the cable, our TVs. My strange addiction. What is her strange addiction? Hang on a minute.
Oh, crap.
Israeli
I
troops
changed
since
it back.
the war began on October 2nd.
You change it back to the Savannah Guthrie.
Where's last channel
Hey,
receive?
hey, put the clicker down. Put the. You just threw it. It just exploded on the floor.
You told me to put
What
it
is
down.
the matter with
I
you?
mean, he
I
literally-
take orders.
Don't throw it on the floor and bust it.
Verbatim, he followed what you
Mike,
asked him to
I
do.
said put it down. I didn't say slam it down on the floor.
Well, that's
my
what I did.
God, what a mess.
Yeah, but
All
what do
right.
we need a TV for anyway? Who cares?
Speaking of messes, why don't teachers get it? Listen, the bulk of teachers out there are fantastic. You know, great teachers make a very important impact on our kids' lives. I know that I had teachers growing up. I've got a list of teachers that were very impactful. Things that I remember to this day that were said or done in class. There are fantastic teachers out there, and that's the bulk of teachers are great. Even if the teacher's mediocre, they're not diddling students. But
Yeah.
But what is it? I mean, how many stories have to occur of teachers getting arrested? We've had how many? We had like 2 out of Polk County in the last, 2-3 weeks.
I mean, over the years, has there been over 100 of them?
Here's another. Listen to this. With all of the highly publicized stories, one of the most famous stories, Deborah LaFave, too pretty for prison. One of the greatest criminal defense lines of all time, the great John Fitzgibbons.
That only worked once, but
One of the greatest lines of all time, too pretty for prison. Anyway, 29-year-old Florida teacher, middle school, arrested after cops said he paid a 13-year-old for explicit photos. How are you a teacher and you think it's a good idea to say, hey, 13-year-old student, can I get some pictures? I'll pay you for them. How does that transpire? What goes on in your head? What school fools, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, Mauricio Ruiz busted on a charge that included trying to solicit explicit photographs from a student. Yeah, the teacher arrested on a charge of also offense against students by an authority figure, which, again, teacher charges are enhanced when you're in a position of authority.
Yeah, this guy needs to go away for a while.
Yeah, Ruiz was employed at Thomas Jefferson K through 8 in South Florida, down in Miami. Then apparently the incident happened while he was working at a different school, West Miami Middle. Looking at the police report, students told the resource officer that a 13-year-old was involved in a relationship with the teacher, Ruiz. 29-year-old teacher, 13-year-old student. How sick is that?
Yeah, it's not what you're there for, man.
What the bleep? Insane.
Okay.
Yeah, so the girl was in 6th grade, apparently, and Ruiz sent her a friend request online. They started talking through Instagram. Then they started doing video chats.
Ugh.
Explicit photos were exchanged. What? You're 29. What are you? 13-year-old girl? Give me a break.
Okay.
Then Ruiz would also say, hey, can I see you outside? Come outside the house, and would go to her house. Then he said, confessed to her that they said that they were in love. I mean, this is insane.
She's not in love with you, Mr. Ruiz.
But also, the police report shows that Ruiz sent her $50 on Cash App for pictures. That's insane. Anyway, this guy's busted. He's not teaching again. He's going to jail, obviously. What a mess. And then we've got a Mississippi teacher that was plotting to drive a student across state lines to get married. That'll fix things. That'll keep me out of trouble.
Hold on now. I got one question here.
No.
What state line exactly was he planning to cross to marry this youth?
I gotta say, it's
Cajun Fester's back?
It's Cajun Fester, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody knows that the state of Mississippi.
Do you know the story?
Borders.
Well, hang on a sec. Do you know the story, or are you just using some potential intuition? Or are you just rolling the dice that Cajun Fester fits in here?
Hold on now. I don't know no story here called Cajun Fester is a functioning illiterate. I can't read.
All right.
However, when you mention the fine state of Mississippi.
You said Cajun Fester is a functional illiterate?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
When you mention the state of Mississippi,
Right?
I got some kin in Mississippi. And I got some good friends over there. And when you mention the state of Mississippi and crossing state lines to do anything, there's a reasonable opportunity that the state line is that of Louisiana.
Well, let's look at the geography for a second.
I have it memorized.
If the teacher, listen, this is a story not to be made light of.
I'm not making light of it. I am protecting the integrity of the fine state of not only Louisiana.
Now let's look at this. So, Mississippi teacher plotted to drive a student across state lines to elope and get married.
You know what the capital of Mississippi is?
Hang on.
You know what the capital is?
Jackson.
Finest president ever.
All right, hang on. All right, so hold on.
Battle of New Orleans.
Hang on. So the states that you could possibly go to cross state lines from Mississippi.
However, I'm only worried about one of them, the state of Louisiana.
You could go to Alabama.
Yeah.
You could go to Arkansas.
Yes.
You could go to Tennessee.
Tennessee is just Mississippi's hat.
Or you can go to Louisiana.
Right.
And that's where Cajun Fester lives, right?
I just want to make sure this Cretan isn't coming to the fine state of Louisiana.
Let me give you the facts here. Mississippi teacher accused of having sex.
Can't go marry no kid in no parish down here.
All right. Mississippi teacher accused of having sexual relations with a student, denied bond. James Donald Hawkins II.
Oh, I know the Hawkins of Mississippi.
Said that he and the student had plans to elope, drive across state lines to get married in...
Boy, this sure smells like Alabama.
Louisiana!
I do declare. I will shoot this man at the state border.
And then feed him to a gator?
Feed him to an alligator.
Down in the bayou?
Make me a little gumbo feed to alligator.
I was going to say, what's that cooking on the crawfish boiler pot?
It's old Mr. Hawkins over there, the pervert, who sent his ass down to the gator.
But you put him in the crawfish boil pot.
He come down to the bayou, you're never going to see him again.
Yeah, I mean, what the heck is wrong? So here we go. We got another teacher here. He admitted he's 36, and it was a 17-year-old student. Unbelievable.
Creepy teacher coming out of Louisiana.
Cajun Fest is gonna chop you up good, right?
Well, I tie him up, use him as a tackler dummy for LSU tackle football practices, beat the crap out of him.
Dress him up.
You could take him on a fan boat, introducing some gators in the bayou.
Airboat?
Yeah, or a fan boat.
Fan boat. Who the hell call it fan boat? Well, you got a little oscillating fan on your boat? It's called airboat.
A fan boat.
Sorry, CF.
Boy, you city slicker talking bayou down here. You dumbass.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cajun Fester.
Hey, go Tigers.
On the MJ Morning Show. Hey, you know my dislike for golf carts on the street?
Hoo-wee, back here in Louisiana. Golf cart, major form of transportation.
Oh, man.
Right. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of golf carts on non-golf course highways.
I saw it again. A guy's driving a golf cart on West Shore with kids on it yesterday, and it was right at West Shore and Azeel. And when people are heading south off of like Kennedy Boulevard, south on West Shore, they are flying. It's 30 miles an hour as you pass like Cleveland, Azeel, and the guy is driving a golf cart. I mean, are you insane?
Unbelievable.
People are driving 50, 60, 70 miles an hour in that 30-mile-an-hour zone. And when I saw this story, I'm like, another golf cart story. This is up in Brooksville. We got a Florida dude here who's dead, ejected from a golf cart. Driver of the golf cart was traveling westbound. This was even on a golf cart path.
So he's on the course?
Yeah, this guy's on a golf cart path, right? And he had some kind of medical emergency. 74-year-old guy struck a tree, got flung out of the golf cart into a pond.
All right, hold on a second.
I mean, hold on. What Froggy, why are you laughing?
I don't know the visual. The visual gave me a giggle.
Dude, no, apologize.
I'm sorry.
He's got a family, you idiot.
He's got a family, 74.
You son of a...
Okay.
But man, did he fly a long way?
All right, so hold on. Here you are, MJ.
Poor
We're
guy.
talking about driving golf carts on streets and how we're opposed to that. It just sounds like this was kind of the guy's time.
74 years old,
Poor
struck
guy.
a tree, then got ejected.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking like O.J. Simpson in the wheelchair and Naked Gun just...
come on, he has a family.
MJ has a family. Apologize.
I'm talking about O.J. Simpson.
You compare him to O.J. Simpson just shooting out of a wheelchair.
Listen, this guy's on a golf cart path. Imagine you're driving a golf cart with no safety features on the regular road, and you get T-boned by some car doing 40 or 50 miles an hour. And then the parents that let their kids drive golf carts on the regular roads. I don't understand it. All right, 7:15, MJ Morning Show. I got to take a quick break here, and we're going to start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next. You got to hear about this gift card scam. Do not fall victim to this scam. This is a scam that has been uncovered. If it's happening in California, it's happening here. You've got to hear this story. This is insane. You've never even thought of this, what this gift card scam is. I'm talking Apple card, the Apple gift card. You got to hear this. So any stores that have that rack of gift cards, you better pay attention before you pick up a gift card. And that's coming up next, as well as a lot of other crap, because we've got an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next here on Q105. So... MJ Morning Show, Q105, 726. Let's do it. Hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. Hey, I saw this story on NBC Nightly News last night. Did you hear about the woman that is being hit with a $250,000 judgment against her for selling crap online in a copyright violation? And it turns out she's a local woman. So I'm watching NBC Nightly News, and I'm like, whoa. And it has to do with a major country music star. This is an insane story. I'll get to that coming up in just a bit here on the MJ Morning Show. Oh, we got to talk about the Christmas party, the holiday Christmas party for the staff, for all of our Beasley Media Group radio stations is scheduled for tomorrow. Get into that here in just a matter of moments. I've got an email from a listener that wants to vent.
Oh, great.
I'll get to that coming up in just a bit. But first, 7:27 now at the MJ Morning Show. And I want to dive right into this gift card scam, which I've been kind of teasing and pushing here the last couple of minutes. Gift cards are kind of a big deal because, people that don't know what to get somebody. The question is a gift card thoughtful because you're going to give somebody a gift card so they can purchase what they want? Or is a gift card just a lazy, easy way out?
I think it's how much you care about the person. Like, for example, a coworker or somebody or maybe like the mailman or something, you get them a gift. I mean, I don't know, but
I always want a gift card to Dick's Sporting Goods. That's all I need. By the way, let me say happy birthday to my son, Max. He's in the car right now. Speaking of gifts.
Hey, Max.
It's his birthday.
Getting him a gift card?
Yeah, to Dick's. Happy birthday, Max. Have a good day, buddy. The big 12.
Are you that juvenile, Froggy, that you just have to say Dick's?
I love Dick's.
Well, he's also saying a store. He's also saying happy birthday to his son. Right. Have you ever purchased the gift card at Dick's before?
Of course. Oh my God. I've had hundreds of them.
Because they have little ones. Like $5.
And then they have the big Dick's
The big ones. The big ones. Like,
why are you talking like that when I'm trying to say happy birthday to Max?
$200.
What are you doing?
Max wants the big Dick's gift card.
Yes. Turn it around and blame me.
What a jerk.
All right. So, Froggy, say happy. Oh, really? You're going to...
Was it me?
Both of you guys are a couple of jerks. Happy birthday, Max.
Roxanne's not even here, and Roxanne's a...
Never would I say such a thing.
Oh, really?
She's a woman in the room.
Listen, Max is 12 years old. 12-year-old boy wants nothing more than the BDGC.
Yeah, he'll probably buy a bunch of fishing rods and reels.
All right.
Yes, so MJ, the BDGC.
Max is 12 years old today?
Yes, can you believe it?
Well, happy birthday, Max.
Have a great day, little one.
Yeah.
It seems like you were just 11 when your parents brought you to my back porch for some biscuits.
It seems like he was just 11 when you saw him last weekend at soccer.
He was 11 yesterday.
Exactly.
All right, buddy. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Michelle dragged me out to Froggy's kids' soccer game. Not Max, the little one. What's his name?
Luke.
The younger one? Luke.
So
somebody
pointed out to me that you and Michelle are some lonely empty nesters. You're inviting strangers to lunch. You're showing up at other people's kids' soccer games. I mean,
listen, for the record, I did not want to go to the soccer game.
Hey!
What a jerk. Let me just be honest here. Michelle said, it's a nice thing. Let's go to the soccer game. Maybe Michelle misses, Chloe on the sidelines. And
gave her back like the old memories.
The fact that Chloe started playing soccer at like 2.5 or 3 at the YMCA on Himes in South Tampa, where the nets were the size of like a Home Depot plastic bucket. I mean, the nets were tiny.
Little kid nets.
Back in the day where, we can't keep score. Everyone's a winner.
They keep score.
Those days. Anyway, so Michelle dragged me out to Froggy's little kids' soccer game last weekend.
The difference between my soccer games and your kids is there's not a lick of English spoke at our soccer games. It's all Spanish people, and it is awesome. Because they teach you good soccer.
Let me tell you right now that obviously in Latino culture and Latino nations, soccer or football is a religion.
Yes, sir.
So when you've got Latinos, wherever they're from, whether they're Dominican, Cuban descent, wherever, Central American, Mexico, you're getting families that are really serious about their kids' soccer.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to elevate your kids' soccer game by having a bunch of great Latino soccer players. Right. So that is elevating.
Even though we lost 9-1, it's still elevating.
It was great.
Still elevating.
Could have been 9-0 just as easy.
But let's be very clear. I want you to thank all the Latino soccer players for teaching your kid better soccer.
They're the best.
Yeah, how about that?
We love it there at Schimberg.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I went to the Schimberg Sports Complex.
Yes.
Yeah, Michelle drag. Do you think I would have gone on my own if my wife didn't drag me out there?
What do you want to do today, honey?
You do seem kind of bored.
Yeah, I mean, really bored.
Especially since your afternoon show stopped, man. You got nothing but time.
I've got plenty of stuff to do. All right, moving along here, folks. The holiday gift card scam. Man, listen to this. This is a scam. You didn't even know this was going on. Listen to this diabolical and devious scheme. This has been discovered out in California. If it's happening there, trust me, it's happening nationwide. It's happening right here in Florida. I bet you it's happening here in the Tampa Bay area. A warning is being issued regarding what the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office calls a very sophisticated gift card scam. And wait to hear the details here. The sheriff told Fox News Digital that they carried out a massive anti-retail theft operation at big box stores, netting 285 felony and misdemeanor arrests in 7 days. Among those arrested was a Chinese national who was in possession of thousands of Target and Apple gift cards.
Oh, man.
All right, what's the racket here? What's going on? Well, here we go. During our recent retail theft operation, Bad Elf, that was the name of the operation from the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office, Bad Elf.
That's a good name. Detectives
witnessed a person who was later identified after the arrest as Ning Ning Sun. Ning Ning. N-I-N-G, not to be confused with the panda.
Ling Ling?
Ling Ling.
Ling Ling, yeah.
Yeah, this is Ning Ning, not Ling Ling. And turns out that Ning Ning was acting very suspiciously near the gift card rack, and he was also eating bamboo shoots. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
Very
little panda reference there.
Yeah,
panda jokes.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
And I'll tell you what. What's the Chinese place? Panda Express?
Panda Express.
I got a Panda Express story today, believe it or not. Believe it or not.
I think I have a Panda Express gift card somewhere.
So here's the story. The cops, because they're doing retail theft operations, they're doing undercover stuff. A lot of the big box stores are getting ripped off sideways out the waz. So the cops, they see this dude, Ning Ning, acting suspiciously near this whole rack of gift cards. So the cops, undercover, witnessed Ning Ning's son take all of the gift cards off a rack in a Target store and jam them inside his jacket. Wait a sec. He's taking all these gift cards. He's stealing them. The gift card has to be charged.
That's the thing. They're worthless if they're not scanned or activated.
The gift card has to be charged with a dollar amount by the Target cashiers at the register. So what's going on here?
A lot of these cards have a predetermined amount already on them. They just need to be activated.
No. Hang on a sec. All right. Yes, but wait till you hear this. All right, you're not quite there, Fester.
All right, I'm waiting.
I can't wait.
The cops, the guy's jamming all these gift cards in his jacket, right?
Yeah.
So the cops said that the suspect, Ning Ning, replaced the missing cards with another set of what looked like identical cards. So he takes all of the cards off, jams them in his jacket, and then replaces all the cards with cards that he had.
Okay.
What's going on here? What is this gift card scam? Are you going to fall victim to this? Well, members of the sheriff's office followed the suspect outside. There was video of this as well. And that guy, listen to this quote from the police report. The guy blew up like a piñata at a kid's birthday party, spilling out gift cards from his pockets everywhere. So you know when you're whacking a piñata and all the you bust it open, the candies fly. So when they arrest the guy, gift cards are just falling out all over the place in the parking lot. After the arrest, detectives went to Son's car and they found thousands of Apple and Target gift cards inside the car.
What's the scam?
It was explained by the sheriff that the suspect would obtain legitimate gift cards from store shelves, surgically remove the glue that covers the card's barcodes. He would then record the PIN numbers, then reconceal the barcodes, and glue the return, glue everything back together, return the cards to the store shelves. He was getting the PIN card numbers off of the cards and then putting them back. Then when people would buy the gift cards at the store and put $50, $100, $250 on the gift cards, he would then have the PIN numbers. So I guess the operation afterward is you would have to go online and constantly check to see if the card that you've now replaced after you stole the PIN number has been activated by a real customer, and then steal the money off the gift cards.
That seems really tedious.
Oh my God. Listen to this racket.
I'm all for a, good scam every now and then. That seems like a lot of work.
The investigation revealed that Son was part of a scam that tampered with gift cards, scanned the barcode, stole money from the gift card as money was loaded on them at the store by unsuspecting victims. Victims are completely unaware that it's happening, and the money is often siphoned to an offshore account within seconds. Their investigation revealed the operation spanned across California, several regions nationwide. I gotta believe it's happening here in Florida. So after the tampered gift cards were returned to the shelves, shoppers will then purchase the card, then get the funds loaded onto the cards. He already has the PIN numbers because he's already ripped off all the cards, gotten the PIN numbers, and then put them back on the shelves, days later, a week later, whenever. And then once people bought the card and loaded it with funds, then he would have the PIN to then rip the funds off.
Wow.
Interesting.
Unbelievable.
A lot of work.
What a racket. How do you come up with this racket? This is unbelievable.
He had to have automated it somehow. He couldn't just be sitting there
it's not automated. You're probably sitting there with an X-Acto knife.
No, the waiting for it to be bought part. The surgically removing of the...
I don't know. Did they have a computer program that then scanned, and they had a program that kept hitting on the PIN numbers to see if those cards were loaded with funds? This is an amazing, unbelievable, tedious, intricate plot.
This could take down the whole gift card industry.
They've never seen a crime like that before. So this is the Sacramento, California Sheriff's Office. They've never seen this before, but the arrest unraveled the fact that it's being done in various places around the country. And it would not shock me if it's being done right here in the Tampa Bay area.
So you have no security of knowing that you're actually buying a legitimate gift card when you're purchasing one.
Unless you
get it from behind the counter.
It's a legitimate card, but you don't know if somebody has already taken that card, stolen the PIN number, then put it back to an unsuspecting shopper to pick up and then load.
Is it only on the ones where you can pick the amount of money? Like the Visa gift cards where you can put, $50 to $500 on them? And you determine how much you want to load it for? Because, if I bought, a $50 Starbucks gift card, it's worth $50.
I think it's a fair question. So,
I don't know.
But this is different dollar amounts were loaded on the Apple card and the Target card, and they would then steal the money after someone loaded it, and it would, in this case, it went to a Chinese bank account offshore. And here's the deal. This is from the sheriff out in Sacramento. It's going to go unreported because are you going to confront somebody who gave you a $0 gift card? So if somebody gives you, hey, happy birthday, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, here's a gift card, and then you go to use it and it's, oh, sorry, sir, this has got zero value on it. Are you going to then say, hey, Hey, Fester, thanks for the gift. You gave me a zero-value Target gift card.
Yeah, you probably would.
Yeah.
But
Oh, man, look, the phones have lit up on this.
Has this happened before to people?
I don't know. Let's go to phones. People are calling. All the lines are ringing. 800. Oh, wow. We have victims. Victims are calling up.
Don't be so excited.
Oh, my
about this.
God. I'm sorry.
Victims, yes. Let's exploit your misery.
We've got victims.
Woo!
All right. 800-990. I wasn't planning on taking calls, but they're phoning in. 800-990-1047 is how you get in. 800-990-1047. Kate is in Tampa. Hey, Kate, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning, guys. I've been a long-time listener since back in the MJ and BJ days.
Oh, thank you so much. It is highly appreciated. So, Kate, what happened to you?
My son in North Carolina got my husband and I a vanilla Visa for $100.
Yep.
And my birthday is the day after Christmas. So we did a takeout order from Chili's, and my son that lives with me, went to pick it up, and the card had a $0 balance. And the girl from Chili's was really, really nice, and she said, I can see on there where there was a purchase made on Amazon.
Wow.
So, yeah, and she was nice enough to take another credit card number over the phone, and then, of course, I called my son in North Carolina, and I told him, and he said that's really weird because he put like 4 gift cards the same day in an envelope, in Christmas envelopes to the nephews and stuff like that.
All right, so what was the status on the other gift cards? Did you ever find out whether those gift cards were legitimately loaded with funds, or were those Visa?
They were all good, and I contacted the 800 number on the back of Vanilla.
Yep.
The Vanilla credit card.
Yep.
I had to fill out claim paperwork, and about a month later, they sent me a new card in the mail, fully loaded.
Wow, that's good customer service. Wow, that's incredible. But
you have to follow through on it.
You know, it sounds like that happened where the gift card, it was stolen, the number was stolen, it was loaded, and then somebody just waited for someone to pick up the card, have it activated, and then stole the money. Wow.
Yep.
Kate, thanks for the call. I appreciate you phoning in.
Guys. Have a great day.
You too. Thanks. Angela's in Plant City. Angela, what happened to you?
So I actually have a couple scenarios. One, now that you talked about people giving you a gift card and you're not going to mention it to them, of like, hey, you gave me a $0 gift card. That happened about 10 years ago. One of my husband's family members, and we just attribute it to them being elderly and maybe they didn't scan the card. But now that you say, how are you're not going to be like, hey, Aunt Jody, you gave me a $0 balance gift card. So that's one scenario.
Yeah.
2, I went to Target a few years ago when they had the 10% off gift cards, and I did self-checkout, and I bought probably $200 in gift cards. And I had put them in a drawer, didn't think anything of it. I moved back and forth, and when I went to go use them about a year later, I was like, why are they $0 balance? I had to call Target, and they were able to research it, and they could show that. And I thought maybe I did something wrong because I did self-checkout, and they were able to track that, no, it was never used by me, that it was used by some foreign company.
Mm-hmm.
And 3, a lot of dating sites, my sister's on a lot of dating sites, and she says a lot of people request gift cards as like an emergency, like, on top of them not being real. But their scam is to get gift cards, and maybe that's part of why.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
These phishing operations, you got guys that are trying to meet women online, and the woman then says, hey, can you help me out? That kind of deal, begging for money, and with the guy thinking that they're going to get lucky with this woman. Is that it?
Yeah, but instead of asking for money, they're asking for gift cards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
it's a legitimate need instead of like just giving you $50.
Yep.
Oh, can you send me a $50 Visa gift card? I need to buy some food for my kids or whatever.
Yep.
My sister's sick, and things like that. So yeah.
Angela, thanks for the call. Great calls. Look at this. Let me grab. Hey, one more, Andrew. Just and I got to move on here. Kathy in Bradenton. Kathy, what happened to you?
So I bought a vanilla gift card, $250 from my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And when she tried to use it, there was zero balance on it. I called Vanilla to tell them what happened, and they said that the card was in my possession at the time, so they wouldn't reimburse me.
Wow, two different outcomes.
Completely different customer service experience.
Vanilla. And for those that don't know, it's Vanilla's a prepaid gift card. You know, when you see the gift card racks, you can get American Express prepaids, Visa, MasterCard. Vanilla's one of the companies that I'm sure it's owned by one of the banks is what I'm guessing. But, hey, thanks for the call. I'm sorry it happened to you.
Thank you.
All right.
Sorry.
So, hey, the great gift card scam. So heads up, folks. Is the gift card that you're picking up, has it already been tampered with and someone has the number waiting for it to get loaded with money? And then send the money to Ling Ling and Ning Ning and Ching Ching and, you know.
Here's the thing about the gift cards. I learned my lesson a couple years ago. My wife likes this particular brand of makeup. So to show my love, I got her a large gift card to this place. And she's like, dumbass, it's going to take me like 2 years to use this much money. So I can't get gift cards anymore.
Yeah. So, hey, Bing Bing or whoever.
Ning Ning is the guy.
Ning Ning, Bing Bing.
His family might have a tradition
of
double.
Guess what?
Yeah.
The Police lead singer.
Sting Sting?
Sting Sting.
Clever.
Get it? A little Sting Sting.
I get it.
Yeah, Sting Sting. All right, so moving along. Fester, you sent me this last night.
I did.
But, yeah, I was reading your email with prep ideas, and you sent me this last night, and I was going through your email. I had just seen the exact story 5 minutes earlier. So
great minds think alike.
All right, this is another warning, folks. And they're for sale on Amazon. This is devious, folks. This is, whoa. You can buy a towel hook bathroom spy cam. This is sick.
Yeah, the spy camera game is just out of control.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine a spy camera hidden in a bathroom towel hook?
How's that possible?
They are for sale on Amazon.
Dude, you can put a spy camera in almost anything these days.
Yeah, but a hook is just a one solid piece
of a hook. Yeah, make a bigger hook.
It
is.
Where
are you going to put the camera?
Inside of it.
So you've got the hook. You got the top of the bracket. So you affix the hook to the wall and the very top. So you've got, let's say, an elongated up and down rectangular piece. Here. Then from the bottom, the hook extends. So you hang the towel, but the very top is exposed, and there are various ones that are for sale. And there's one that I saw, it's black plastic, and there's a little pinhole at the very top of and it's a spy camera. So if you hang the towel, the top of the bracket is still fully exposed because the hook sits lower. And there's a spy camera. So, I mean, now you got to worry about a bathroom towel hook. Could it possibly have a spy camera in it taking pictures of you nude in the bathroom?
How is that legal to sell?
They're on Amazon right now.
It's obviously to spy on people while they're in the bathroom.
Well, they're stealing towels.
Hey, when I saw, listen to this. When I saw this story, I went right away to Amazon. And I searched, look at this. I'm going to type it in right now. If you go to Amazon,
all right, Amazon,
type in spy, it's still in my last search results. I'm just going to click on this thing. Spy camera hook. 64 gigabyte hidden camera mini spy camera clothes hook. 1080p. $42.99. It's available 2-day Prime delivery. I order it now. I have it Friday. Let me click on this. I'm going to show this. I'm going to click on this right now. And I'm going to show this to MJTV. All right? Look at this.
And this is just a hook you see on the wall and put your code up.
If you're watching MJTV, right there, right at the very top, that's where the camera is. A little pinhole at the top. So, folks, this is insane.
Wow.
I mean, just when you have no idea on where you're getting spied on. Yeah, they're what, like alarm clocks? They're
Scroll down a little bit.
Yes. Andrew just said in my ear, smoke detectors, for instance.
Yeah.
Spy cams are available in smoke detectors. If you do a search for hidden spy cams, they're available in all types of shapes and forms. But this takes it to a new level of creepiness.
Yeah.
You got a whole new level of creepiness here.
It's one thing to have a camera in the teddy bear or something off to the side in the kids' room. That's one thing. But shower hooks. Boy. They'd get a show if I was taking a shower.
Oh, my God. Well, hold on.
Get a show.
We got a show from you at Froggy's beach house over in Reddington. Yeah, we had that show about, a year and a half ago, whatever that was. Oh, man.
So hot.
So hot.
You see that Tom Brady admitted, well, duh. Tom Brady admitted that he was inebriated when he tossed the Lombardi trophy.
Like we didn't know that. Like we didn't know when he was being carried out of the parade. Who was the guy?
For real.
The backup quarterback was holding him up.
Was that Tom's trainer? Who was that?
I think it was one of the players.
What was it?
Yeah.
Remember, what Super Bowl was? I always lose track. What year was that? Was that 21?
The Buccaneers won Super Bowl 50.
Why don't you look it up and stop guessing?
I love football so much. I just can't remember.
I'm the worst at that. I can't even remember who won last year's Super Bowl. I don't even know who won the World Series.
Wasn't that the parade where it was COVID?
Yeah,
they did the boats.
The boat parade.
2020.
So they won in 20. It was the 2021 Super Bowl.
I said 21. So it was 21 Super Bowl.
That's what I said.
And that's where Tom Brady threw the trophy from one boat to another on the Hillsborough River in downtown Tampa, and Brady was blasted out of his brain. We saw when the parade was over, and there were images of Tom Brady being held up.
Yeah.
He was so smashed, he had to be held up by somebody else, or else he'd fall over and bust his face open, probably knock all his teeth out. Well, Tom Brady is now confirming that he was blasted out of his butt drunk. Yeah, so, duh. This is, what, Tom Brady does a podcast with Gronk? Is that it? Or what?
Tom Brady's been having a podcast for a while, and he
hold
does
on.
a good job.
Hold on, Andrew, what's the deal? So Gronk does a podcast and Tom Brady was a guest?
No. This was Brady's podcast, and I believe Gronk was a guest.
Anyway, I can't keep track of everything. I mean,
thanks for having me, Tom.
You can clearly hear that Gronk was on the phone.
Yeah.
During this call.
Listen, we've got the audio, and Tom Brady confirms that he was blasted out of his mind drunk. I mean, everyone's got a podcast these days. You know, hey, my downstairs guest bathroom?
Yeah.
You know the toilet paper holder?
Yeah.
It has a podcast.
Really?
It does.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Why doesn't mine talk?
Yeah.
I'll give it a follow.
I'm talking to my toilet paper roll all day.
Everything has a podcast. If you see a dog that's just a stray walking,
probably has a podcast.
Has a podcast.
Whenever somebody doesn't have a real job, I'm a podcaster.
They got a podcast.
I'm a podcaster.
They're all so good.
Here's Tom Brady.
And we celebrated like no other. That boat parade will go down in history as one of the great parades of all time. And throwing the trophy across, being egged on by my friends who maybe were overserved prior to the parade was, from what I remember that day, it was pretty epic.
From what I remember that day.
How tipsy were you really when you threw that trophy?
I was definitely inebriated because had I not been there, I don't think I would have taken the chance, and realizing that thing would have fell like 90 feet to the bottom of the bay would have been a disaster for me. So if I look back, and that literally the edge of that trophy could have clipped somebody, which would have been another disaster. It landed perfectly, and my man Huddy and Cam caught it, and thank God.
Well,
shut up! You're so annoying.
The Hills, don't call Tom Brady annoying.
It's the worst.
So listen, the Hillsborough River in downtown Tampa, near the Kennedy Bridge or whatever.
90 feet, huh?
It's not 90 feet.
How deep is that thing?
12 feet, maybe.
Okay.
Do we know what the depth is?
I don't.
It's not like it's a shipping ship.
It wasn't dredged for large cruise ships.
Carnival cruise ships are not cruising up the Hillsborough River next to the beer can building.
I'm pretty sure my boat gets stuck in there in some parts. So shallow.
I haven't seen the pirate taxi get stuck.
Listen, the Hillsborough, hey, Tom Brady, the Hillsborough is not 90 feet to the bottom.
Nessie's down there, I think.
What is it? Davy Jones's locker.
Didn't we talk to Sheriff Chronister at the time, and they said there were dive teams ready?
Yeah, but I think it's like 12 feet.
Okay.
Hey, Andrew, can you see? I don't know if it's published anywhere, but if I were to guess, I would guess the Hillsborough River there is 10 or 12 feet, 18 feet max. Hey, all those lime scooters get
yeah, they could dredge them out.
Well, the scooters get thrown over by the dozens into the Hillsborough River, and they pick those things out during the river cleanup days. Haven't like hundreds of those scooters been pulled out of the Hillsborough River?
Yes.
All right,
hundreds.
Fester's looking for nautical depth charts right now for the Hillsborough River in downtown Tampa.
Do I want a water atlas? Is this what I click? I guess so. First thing that came up.
Hang on a sec. Yeah, do we
you put it in.
There we go. Oh, no, it doesn't give it. I don't know if there's a depth chart, though.
I don't know. I'm looking. It's going to take me a second.
Yeah.
I'm not.
But listen, Tom, it's not 90 feet down. Just want to point that out.
My inhibitions were lowered, and that's what made it seem like nothing was a bad idea that day. And that throwing the trophy was a very bad idea, but it seemed like, man, a really great idea at the time.
So Tom Brady confirms what is your beef with Tom Brady?
I'm so tired of him.
I'd like to point out that Froggy has liked no Buccaneer quarterback. And a couple weeks ago, you were talking crap about Baker Mayfield, who's having his best season ever, and now you're talking crap about...
He's just so tiny.
Tom, he's taller.
Have you seen him on that show, Little People, Big World, on TLC?
No, he's Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, he has a farm out in Oregon, and he has a midget wife.
No, he doesn't.
And one of his kids are a midget, and two are grown.
When you stop
call his wife a midget one more time, look, kick you right in the nuts.
Well, I'll beat Baker Mayfield's ass.
Hey, Froggy, this is not Hal Herman headlines, okay?
Baker Mayfield stinks.
Baker Mayfield. All right. So, and just wrapping up on Tom Brady. Remember the precious audio of Tom Brady's daughter saying,
"Oh yeah,
Daddy, no!" Do we have that? Yeah, roll that. Right there. That's Tom Brady's daughter. As Tom Brady's getting ready to throw the trophy from one boat to the other, that was Tom Brady's what, like 8, 9-year-old daughter saying, "Daddy, no!" That was the trophy toss, and Tom Brady confirming what we already knew, that he was schnit-faced drunk.
Yeah.
He was blasted out of his brain.
Man, that sounded like a good podcast.
What? Schnit-faced drunk?
No, Tom Brady's.
I listened to both of them.
Yeah. All right. This is a terrible story. I'm watching NBC Nightly News last night. Actually, I was in the kitchen cooking up some stuff. The TV's on in the background. And and Lester Holt comes on. And then a little later on, they had a story on this woman who apparently is liable for $250,000.
And what is she selling?
It's crazy. So this has to do with a big country star.
Not Conway Twitty.
Nicole Harness, who lives locally here. And I guess Channel 8 did the story as well. Is that where NBC got it? I think it was on NBC Nightly News. So Andrew got the audio from Channel 8. This is a crazy story. Hey, name. Do you know who it is yet? Do you know which country? All right. So name Fester. You know probably more about country music than anyone.
Right. Yes.
Anyone of the
Yes. Yes.
Start naming country stars, and I want to see if you can actually hit on the country star that's involved in this lady's life getting ruined. All right, go ahead.
Kenny Rogers.
No.
Willie Nelson. Johnny Cash.
No.
David Allen Coe.
No. What?
Johnny Paycheck.
No.
Merle Haggard.
All right, can you please get...
Conway Twitty.
Stop it.
Stop saying
Chris Christopherson.
It's Chris.
Huh? You don't know?
Stop it. Can you get into the current time?
Oh, current times.
Current country stars.
Travis Tritt.
No.
Garth Brooks.
No.
The guy with the mullet, the achy breaky heart guy.
No, Billy Ray Cyrus.
All right, let me give you some.
Come on.
Morgan Wallen?
No. Oh,
who? Jelly Roll?
Hold on, wait.
What are those people?
Morgan Wallen, he was the guy who got in trouble for the
Yeah, now he's the most famous country guy.
Yeah, he got in trouble for the N-bomb thing, right?
Country music was
Jelly Roll?
No, it's not Morgan, it's not Jelly Roll. Come on.
Brett Favre?
Brett Favre is.
Wait, who am I thinking of? Trace Adkins?
No.
Wait, that's
I'm Trace Atkins.
Who is it? I don't know.
It's
Give me the first name.
Luke, your son.
Luke
Combs or Luke Bryan?
Luke Combs.
You knew both Lukes?
Yeah, your son is named Luke.
Well, one's fat and one's skinny.
And you can't come up with. All right, listen to this.
Luke Combs is fat and Luke Bryan's skinny.
You know what? Oh. You know what? This might have been a Channel 8 story just before NBC Nightly News because I was in the kitchen working. It was on in the background.
Okay. I saw the story.
Yeah,
Channel 8 story.
You know what? It might not have been an NBC Nightly News. I think this was Channel 8. So,
NBC News. From the war in Gaza to Luke Combs.
All right. Listen, I'm cooking. I'm involved, man. All right. I'm like a mad chef in there. Nicole Harness, right here in the Tampa Bay area, she has some health issues, and I found. Yep, it is. All right, so it is from
all right.
It is from Channel 8. She has congestive heart failure, and the way she makes money is she sells like craft items, homemade tumblers,
like on Etsy and stuff
from her house. Yeah, she sells them online. She sells tumblers. You know those tumblers where you can take them apart and you can put all kinds of artwork in, and then you put the actual liquid part in and the outer shell's clear. She was making these tumblers and made some Luke Combs country music star tumblers.
Oh, you can't do that.
She was hit up with a copyright violation, and a judgment came down. Let me give you the details here. So thank you, Andrew. Andrew brought me the Channel 8 story because I was just going to go, on memory here on what I saw. So she was selling these items on Amazon, so T-shirts and homemade tumblers, but she was using the likeness of individuals, and if you do that without licensing, you're going to run into some legal issues because you're not licensed. Now, this woman, Nicole Harness, she's this big Luke Combs country fan.
She was.
He was in town, apparently. I don't know the country music circuit and concerts, but
the last couple of months he had a big
he just
concert.
played the Raymond James Stadium.
Yeah, he was in town this past summer, and after she went to the concert, she decided to make Luke Combs tumblers. She bought artwork online. She sold 18 of the Luke Combs country music tumblers for $20 each.
Damn.
She made $380. Guess what? She's just been smacked with a court judgment of $250,000.
Somebody turn her in? What happened?
This is insane. Combs sued her in federal court in Illinois,
Luke,
along with others, for selling counterfeit merchandise. The case is closed. She never got to respond. She never got to testify. Nothing.
So what, Luke Combs is going to take her house or something? What's going to happen?
The judge ordered each of the defendants, including Nicole Harness, from right here in Pinellas County to cough up $250,000.
That's her share?
I'm running.
Yeah. And what happens is when you get into a federal trademark violation issue, there are laws on the books. There are federal statutes that you can be paid for each count of trademark infringement. There are, I don't know all the rules, all the laws, all the statutes, but I do know that it's taken seriously, that if somebody violates your trademark, there are some automatic payouts. And this woman was ordered to pay $250,000 to country star Luke Combs.
Jeez.
Yes, Andrew.
Yeah, she didn't even know about the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't know what was going on.
She found out after the judgment was handed down by the judge, the federal judge in Illinois. In fact, we've got some audio clips that we pulled. So you did pull these from Channel 8? And, sorry, Andrew. I sent Andrew on a wild goose chase this morning because I said it was on NBC Nightly News.
Good job.
Yeah, but it was Channel 8 actually had the story just before NBC Nightly News. That's why I got a little confused. Listen to this. Listen to audio from Channel 8 of Nicole Harness.
I was just trying to get my funds out to pay my bills, and I couldn't get it out. It's very stressful. I don't have money to pay my bills. I just want this resolved. I I didn't mean any harm to Luke Combs. I quit selling the tumbler. I pulled it down. I don't understand.
I believe her.
No,
but
she sounds like a big Chinese operation here, just mass producing these Luke Combs cups in her basement.
MJ, you should give her $250K.
Big counterfeit operation.
So, Luke Combs doesn't know that this is a woman on the balls of her ass in the middle
How
of
do you know? I heard he's a really awful guy.
Froggy,
he's a real
you haven't.
No, I actually heard he's a really good guy.
I mean,
you haven't.
Once news gets back to Luke, can he tell his people, hey, let's give his lady a pass? I think she's learned her lesson.
Hey, Andrew, go down to our country music sister station down the hall. See if they have Luke Combs' cell phone number.
Yeah, because JR will give you that.
Hey, seriously, run down there real
Who
quick.
do you think they are, Bobby Bones?
Run down there real quick and see if they have Luke Combs'
Watch him have it.
Hey, if they're not on the air, tell JR to come down here. Tell JR to come down and see if they're aware of the Luke Combs Tervis tumbler or whatever the heck it was.
It's not even a Tervis. It's a clear plastic tumbler you can buy.
It looks like she just cut pictures out of a magazine and stuffed them in there.
It's like clip art stuck in the clear exposed part of the tumbler, and then just assembled this thing.
I would like to know her profit margins.
I mean, she probably spent $10 to make the damn thing. She's clearing $10 a tumbler.
Sold a total $380. And she has a judgment against her. Federal court, $250,000. Does anyone know Nicole Harness? Nicole Harness, are you listening? If anyone knows Nicole Harness, I would love to talk to her right now. 800-990-1047. We've had good luck lately. We've had a bunch of stories. I mentioned stuff that people call in. I don't know if she's making country music Luke Combs tumblers. Maybe she doesn't listen to our station. I don't know. All right, 800-990-1047. If anyone knows Nicole Harness here in Pinellas County that got sued and has to cough up $250,000, she doesn't have $250,000.
I think she has $250.
If anyone knows Nicole Harness, or if you are Nicole, call us, 800-990-1047. If you know Nicole, call Nicole now and tell her to call us, 800-990-1047. All right, did you go down to our country station, Andrew? Did they have Luke Combs? Are they going to come down here? All right.
Was that a yes or an Andrew? Talk on the mic.
All right, so I think Andrew said that JR is going to come down here in just a second.
He works on his own schedule.
Man, do you hear listen to her voice in the audio bite. Listen.
I was just trying to get my funds out to pay my bills, and I couldn't get it out. It's very stressful. I don't have money to pay my bills. I just want this resolved. I didn't mean any harm to Luke Combs. I quit selling the tumbler. I pulled it down. I don't understand.
Consumer investigator Shannon Bankin. Better call Bankin. She actually contacted the attorney who represented Luke Combs. Not heard back yet. Yeah, see, I had this on in the background. So, listen, we've had Shannon Bankin on. I didn't even realize it was a Shannon Bankin story. Andrew just brought me the story. I was just telling the story from memory last night. So, Andrew just brought me the Channel 8 printout on the story. Harness had no idea that she had been sued until days after she returned from the hospital. She discovered she had no access to money that she had earned through her Amazon storefront. So I guess they clawed that money back. She then discovered an email in her junk folder. It was a notice of the lawsuit from October from Combs' attorney giving her 21 days to respond. She never got the chance.
All right, hold on.
It says that she was in the hospital when the email was delivered to her junk mail folder and sent to an email address that she said she rarely uses.
Okay, hold on a second.
Florida law requires that you serve notice of a lawsuit by a process server in person. The law recently changed in Illinois, and email is now sufficient.
All right, MJ.
Wow.
We got the country and western guy, JR. Here.
All right.
Country and western.
We got both. We got both kinds. We got country and western.
Hey, there we go.
What's up, bro?
Line from one of my favorite movies of all time, The Blues Brothers.
Yeah, we know.
JR from our country station, WQIK. Were you aware of Luke Combs in this lawsuit?
I saw this lawsuit. I didn't know how much validity there was to it, and I didn't know the whole story until I kind of heard. I kind of read through it myself.
Oh my God! So this woman with congenital heart failure, she's making these little homemade chintzy Luke Combs tumblers, like putting clip art inside the tumbler, and it turns out that Luke Combs sues her in federal court in Illinois. She sold $380 worth of tumblers, and now she owes Luke Combs $250,000.
Wow.
Okay, so I found this person's Facebook page.
Hey, do you have Luke Combs' cell number?
Yeah.
I do not have his cell number. I don't know. But I do know that he is a good guy, so I'm not exactly sure if this is his team or this is him that's doing this.
I heard the exact opposite.
Well, here's what we need to do. I
heard he's a rotten guy.
This is what we need to do.
Okay.
We need to get a hold of, because, country music is a different animal.
Yes.
In the sense that the country music performers, they super serve country stations. This is something I've known for a long time. Greater than top 40 radio, greater than hip hop, greater than other formats. Country music stars are very much in tune with the local country stations around the country.
Most accessible format out there.
Exactly. I've known this for years and years. It's a whole different animal. Country stars bend over backwards for the country music stations in different cities around the country, and they make themselves very accessible, tons of interviews. They appreciate the country music stations that play their music more than any other format. So what I'm saying is we probably need to get a hold of Luke Combs and say, Luke, we got a woman here in Pinellas County. She's got congenital heart failure.
Right.
She sold $380 worth of tumblers, and she now owes you $250,000. Does Luke Combs really want to take this lady's money?
No, and like just to all the points you just said of like serving, radio stations and whatnot, I also think that they serve their fans probably the best as well.
Yep.
So I think this will probably end up being him paying for her treatments. I just telling you, there'll be a 180 when it comes to this, because this is a bad look if this is really the true story on this. But MJ, if you had your brand being sold on Tumblr somewhere, and they were profiting on your name, you'd have to say something. You may not sue him for $250,000, but
his face was being. He got caught. Somebody got caught selling vomit bags with MJ's face on them.
Yeah.
Okay. And you sued him.
Yeah. You should see how they looked when they were full.
Puke sacks.
All right. So MJ, I'm on her Facebook page right now.
Yeah.
She has it's not like she just made a couple of Luke tumblers and she got pinched for it.
Oh, no.
She has a whole business. This is from her Facebook page. And I'm not trying to come out on Nicole, but she has
Minnie Mouse and Mickey.
She goes into Spider-Man.
So
she's going to get her ass in a pickle. This isn't a good look.
Disney doesn't mess around. My friend made pass hole stickers, to make fun of the pass holder thing.
Yeah, pass holder, yeah.
And Disney came down on her, man, for those.
Listen, hey, I remember stories here in Florida that, like, a daycare center had, like Disney characters painted on a fence or on the wall.
Yeah.
And Disney, went after them and sued, some little daycare center run by a grandma,
Can I buy her Copyright Laws for Dummies and just send her the book?
Listen,
because she doesn't know what the hell she's doing.
If somebody took my likeness, if someone were taking any trademarks that I had and were utilizing, yes, you got to try to shut them down, and you have to protect your trademark.
Sure.
And what happens if there's a big lawsuit that's coming down the pike, or let's say a big business rips you off and you go after them? You have to show a pattern that you've gone after all trademark violators, no matter how small they are. But I don't think that Luke Combs really wants to. This lady doesn't have $250,000.
I don't. Like I said, I think it's gonna be a 180 in this, where it's gonna be this probably like a cease and desist type of thing, and just
something good will come of it.
Something good will come of it, just because of what you said, MJ, as far as like the country audience and the country stars serving their fans.
Can we get a hold of Luke Combs' rep or the record company, the label, and maybe
I don't know about today, but I'll do my best to find out more about this for you.
I do it before Friday. Get me Luke Combs on the show.
Yes.
All right, brother.
Somebody won't be here for 2 weeks after Friday.
Got a little skiing coming up, man.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, get me Luke Combs by Friday.
By Friday, chop chop.
Yeah. If you can't do it, then you got no pull in the industry. All right.
Wow, those cups are way stolen stuff.
Yes,
anyway.
If she's their whole line is like
Disney's
stolen property stuff.
Well, hold on. Listen, Nicole, if she has anything else that is even bordering on someone else's trademark, she needs to just lose this stuff, erase this stuff off your social media, man.
I mean,
because that's just discovery waiting to happen.
It's from a couple of months ago, but she has like Bluey mugs.
Listen, I want to give her some advice here.
Do you have a Blippy cup?
Does anyone? You know what? Hang on. Let me call. You know what? Better call Bankin.
Yeah.
Better call Bankin. Let me call Shannon quickly here. I got to apologize. I thought it was an NBC Nightly News story, but it's
a Bankin report.
It was a local story.
Did Shannon come down hard on her? How'd she handle it?
It was on the TV in the background. Hang on.
Don't tell me Shannon's like, oh, it's fine. Such an injustice.
All right. Hey, Andrew, do me a favor. Better call Bankin. I'm calling her cell phone right now.
Or did Shannon get up in her face and was like,
Andrew,
we want to speak to you about what you're doing on those mugs. And she's like, oh, my God.
Yeah, Shannon didn't knock on her door.
All right, tell Better Call Bankin that it's the MJ Morning Show calling. She usually picks up for us, unless she's doing something else. Maybe
she's hiding in the bushes outside of some pool company waiting to bust a guy for running out of town with people's deposits.
It hasn't picked up.
Right.
Listen, she usually picks up if she's available. Maybe she's working on a story. A guy is building heaps jalopies in his backyard and putting Tesla stickers on them. I don't know.
So it's sometimes called Bankin, apparently.
I'm going to call it one more time.
You better call her when she wants to pick up the phone.
Hang on. Let me try. I'm going to do rule of twos here. Hold on a sec. 813. All right. Better call Bankin one more time. All right. Hey, Andrew, line a hot one now. See if she picks up. Just the rule of twos. Yeah, I want to follow up if we can on this Luke Combs story. And I feel bad for this woman, but you got to be very careful in using other people's likeness and trademarks. And
do you not type into Google one time, can I use pictures of country stars in my cups?
We've got the holiday Christmas party coming up, and Andrew's still letting the Bankin line ring.
All right.
Better call Bankin.
When's that?
It's tomorrow night.
God, on a Thursday?
I know.
Well, no.
Listen, I heard other a lot of places do it on Tuesdays.
Guys, hold on. See, look at that. Better call Bankin. Second time's the charm. Hey, Shannon.
Hi.
Hey, it's MJ and the crew here. No Roxanne today, but Fester, Froggy, me, MJ. Welcome back to the MJ Morning Show.
Hi, guys. Good morning.
Hey, first of all, I apologize. I had mentioned earlier, man, I'm watching NBC Nightly News last night, and this lady's getting sued for, stealing Luke Combs' country music likeness and making tumblers. So I'm in the kitchen, and I'm just whipping up a storm in the kitchen, and the TV was on in the living room in the background, and I guess it was just before NBC Nightly News, but it was a local story, and because Andrew then printed out the story about this woman who is in a crap load of trouble. This woman, Nicole Harness, who just had a $250,000 judgment passed by a federal judge up in Illinois for using the likeness of country star Luke Combs to sell tumblers. And she's in trouble. I mean, Shannon, she doesn't have $250,000.
She doesn't. She doesn't have $250,000, and she reached out to us because she didn't even know that she had been sued by Luke Combs until the case was completely finalized and the judge had already made this decision. And, a lot of people here in Florida were all aware that when you get sued in Florida, as in most states, a process server has to find you. Law enforcement or a hired process server, they track you down. They say, MJ, you're being sued.
Yep.
You have to sign here acknowledging that you know you're being sued. You have this many days to respond to the lawsuit. But in Illinois, I just discovered yesterday, they've changed the law just this year that they can issue this, letting you know that you've been sued electronically. And in this case, they sent an email to a Hotmail account that she says she doesn't even use very much. It went to her junk mail folder. She happened to be in the hospital when this happened.
Yeah.
She didn't see it. So she didn't find out about this until she gets out of the hospital and realizes that she can't access any of the money that she has in her Amazon account.
Is there any recourse? I mean, can she go back to the federal judge, or is this thing done, signed, sealed, delivered, judgment issued, boom, she's out?
On its surface, it's done. There's a final judgment. It's already done. It's through the court system. But we did speak with an attorney yesterday here locally that I've interviewed through the years. He's not associated with this case, but together we went through the docket, went through all of this information. He says he thinks that she should try to reach out to the judge, try to let the judge know that she didn't know about this and that, nothing's ever final, that she should go to the judge and let them know, and perhaps. But on the surface, unless the judge decides to do something, it's a done deal.
Also, Fester seemed to find. Are you sure that's her Facebook page?
I'm looking on Facebook. Her name is Nicole Harness, right?
Yep.
And she sells tumblers, and it says she lives in Pinellas Park, according to the Facebook.
Yep.
Lives in Pinellas Park. So
Fester, what'd you find?
On May 17th or May 19th, Shannon, she put up a post of other copyrighted material on tumblers. So this seems like a little cottage business she's doing, not just a one-off.
It looks like she had a bunch of Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse Disney tumblers that she was selling. And, Disney, here's Spider-Man, Mario Brothers. It looks like that she's made a lot of these tumblers with, copyrighted, non-licensed work.
Yes, and as we spoke to this attorney yesterday, he said that this is a cautionary tale because there are a lot of people out there, especially, you've probably seen people selling things on Etsy and, they have these, cute little, cups and shirts and such, and people are dipping into this copyrighted material. Sometimes they don't really understand what they're getting themselves into, and then something like this happens. And so the attorney I spoke with, Matt Winder over in Pinellas County, told me yesterday that this is a cautionary tale for all the stay-at-home moms out there that are making this merchandise or people who are doing it on the side, that this can happen and that copyright infringement laws are very real and that the law is harsh and they will come after you. So while, they probably didn't know about this woman, and we are working on a follow-up story, and I will say that, I've been in touch with Luke Holmes' manager this morning, and this is something where they hire a lawyer to go after copyrighted material.
All right. So does Luke Holmes really know that this woman with congenital heart failure in Pinellas Park, Florida, has been whacked with a $250 judgment, a $250,000 judgment for selling $380 worth of plastic crappy cups?
No. So they go after these counterfeiters. Most of these people are, other countries, they're telling me, in Asia and other places. This woman kind of got roped into that because her online store just has an online store name. So that's the store name that was listed in this lawsuit.
Gotcha.
So, no, they didn't know about it. They're learning about this now. But we reached out to the attorney representing Luke Holmes yesterday, and we didn't hear back. And this woman's been trying to reach him, and she hasn't heard back. So this is a very fluid story as it's getting out there. We're going to be following this today, and I would imagine that there'll be an update.
Thank you, Shannon Bacon. Better Call Bacon. Back on the MJ Morning Show. Thank you, Shannon.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Really interesting story. So, all right, back to the Christmas party. We have our holiday, we have our holiday Christmas party scheduled for tomorrow night somewhere in Tampa. It's not a good night because it's the night before we're going on Christmas vacation. It's like,
whose fault is that? It's a decent night for everybody else. You have to have it sometime. We're not going to pay the premium rates to have it on a Friday or Saturday night. We're going to have it on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Actually, Thursday is probably a more of a premium night than having our Christmas party on a Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
So tomorrow is the Christmas party. Who's going? Show a hand. Froggy, you going to go to the Christmas party?
I didn't even know there was one, to be honest.
Fester, what were your plans?
If Fester picks me up, I'll go. Actually, never mind.
Yeah.
Were you going to go? I feel like it's important for me to stop by.
You're the host, buddy.
What do you mean I'm the host?
You got to go talk to all of your guys.
Yeah, all your peeps. Do I really want to hang out with a bunch of salespeople who don't talk to me during the workday and their spouses? Ugh.
Listen, we're Moras on Stuck on You, the big shark.
We're
like moray eels.
No, not a moray eel.
Remora.
A remora.
Remora? Oh,
you know what that is?
No, I don't.
A remora is a parasitic fish that kind of clings on, sucks on to sharks and other large pelagic.
That's how I see me and Fester and yours relationship. Yeah. We're the remora.
You're the remora.
You're just a big great white.
I probably got to stop by. It's not the best night.
Tell them say hi for me.
And also, the reason why I'm bringing the Christmas party up for the Beasley Media Group tomorrow night is I also saw that the typical drunk employee at the office Christmas party stories are making the rounds again.
Good.
Oh yeah.
About the dangers of people acting very loosely at Christmas parties. Alcohol-fueled workplace Christmas parties.
Is it an open bar tomorrow?
I have no idea.
Yeah, right.
Froggy, you want to go get an Uber? You and I will just tear the place up.
Oh yeah, I'm calling in Friday.
Dude, come on.
Don't expect me to be here if you want me to get tore up from the floor.
I never told you to get tore up from the floor up.
What if it was the MJ Roxanne show on Friday and Froggy and I just throw this party? Just like toss the whole place.
Anyway, so alcohol, Christmas parties, just be careful. Yeah, we could probably go to phones and get calls from people that got ripped or people listening that witnessed other employees get ripped at the Christmas party. Hey, we had another story, I think it was last week, about hookups, about employees cheating on their significant others at the company Christmas party.
Oh, that's been a thing for years, busting into someone's office and they're doing it, right?
No.
At the company Christmas parties?
Well, a lot of times the Christmas parties are off-site. They're in a...
like some side room.
Should we go to phones on this?
If you hooked up at company Christmas parties?
No. Well, I guess we could add that. I guess we could add that to the mix.
Or somebody like puked in the punch bowl or something.
Here's the deal.
Yeah, good story.
Here's the deal.
Like we're gonna.
Stop. Couple of questions here. Have you worked somewhere where you had a Christmas party and somebody got ripped drunk? I mean, just blasted off their ass and embarrassed themselves, did something insane? Or do you have a employee hookup story where people cheated on their significant others at the Christmas party? Hey, maybe it was you. Maybe you got cheated. Who knows? But also, let's go to phones. Does anyone have an embarrassing Christmas party story where somebody that you work with got blasted, got so drunk, caused an issue, total scene? 800-990-1047. Yeah, fire up the phones. Or even office party cheaters. Any of those. We did the story about that last week. We just didn't take phone calls on that. So, we'll double it up here. So if you have any stories, drunk Christmas party stories, or some holiday hookups, 800-990-1047. That's how you get in. 800-990-1047. Let's see what we can conjure up here. Wendy is in Clearwater. First story. Look at this. Hey, Wendy, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hi. I actually called yesterday.
Well, welcome back.
She's still been on hold.
I am?
Yeah, welcome back. Go ahead.
Hi. So, I did work at a dental lab, and we were having a party there, and everybody's drinking, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, we hear this loud noise in one of the rooms. We go in there, and one of the guys was literally hooking up with somebody and fell through the wall.
Hold on. They what?
Yeah. Fell through the wall.
They came through the wall?
Oh.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. They were going at it. They were going at it so hard they went through the drywall.
Yes.
Wow, control yourself, sir.
Oh my!
It was.
And obviously, you knew these people because you worked at the dental lab. Who was it? A boss, or who were the two people going at it?
He was the financial guy, and the other one was just a co-worker. And they were both married.
Oh, my God.
Not to each other.
Oh, my God. And did this happen at the business, at the lab?
Yes.
So you were having the party at the workplace?
See?
Correct. Yes.
You know what? Those dental chairs?
No.
Those might be pretty comfortable for doing it.
No, I don't think they have dental chairs. This is the lab that dentists order their devices from.
Oh. Were they doing it like a cold metal table?
Yeah, we make the stuff for the dentist.
They make the appliances, the crowns, or whatever it is.
I can think of a lot of dental-related sex jokes now.
So, did their marriages survive? Did the other individuals, did they find out?
I'm not really sure. The guy married, I know at the time, was kind of rocky. I mean, he was kind of a butthole anyway. But
Anyway, Wendy, thanks for the call. Sarah's in St. Petersburg. Sarah, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi. I wanted to do you a favor, MJ.
Hold on, Sarah, you want to do me a favor?
I want to do you a favor. I'll go to the Christmas party and wear a name tag with MJ on it, and I'll just pretend to be you, and you don't got to worry about it.
All right. How tall are you, ma'am?
See, the thing is, I'll just say that I shrunk and lost a whole bunch of weight.
So you're not fat enough. Are you short enough?
Yeah, I'm 5'3", so...
Oh, you're way too tall.
You're too tall. Too tall.
Stop
Way too. It'll never work.
I can stuff my shirt with, like, pillows, you know.
He's not fat.
Sarah, why don't you come to our company Christmas party and just tell people you're from corporate, and nobody will really know.
I can dress business-like.
Just say you're from corporate and you're here to make job cuts at the Christmas party.
I would still do it.
Oh my!
Before the end of the year.
Dude, give me like the name of like a big person, and I'll be like, so-and-so, have you come here to check out who should be fired?
No, just come and say you're a new hire from corporate looking to evaluate opportunities for shrinkage in 2024.
All right, Sarah, I'll call you later on your cell phone. Have a great day.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye. All right, Tracy's in Lutz. Tracy has a drunken company Christmas party story. Hey, Tracy.
Good morning.
Hey there. What happened?
So it was a company Christmas party for all the managers of a healthcare facility in another state. And we started the night with our casual drinking. My husband, who was friends with Popcorn Sutton, had brought some popcorn spirits with him.
Right.
And halfway through the drinking, the ladies decided they would start taking shots of it, not understanding that with that kind of spirit, you don't do shots. And my husband leaned over to the boss's husband and said, in a couple of minutes, we're going to start seeing clothes fly off. And about 30 minutes later, all the women, the managers, started flashing their breasts at my husband and my boss's husband.
Right.
And then shortly afterwards, the director of nursing then vomited all over the executive director's house and all over herself and passed out. So we were stuck cleaning her up.
What a great
and
party.
leaving her passed out on the couch.
Sounds awesome.
Did anyone lose their job over this, or did everybody remain intact?
Everyone remained intact, and there was minimal eye contact for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and then everyone wanted to pretend like it didn't happen, and you had coworkers that saw their coworkers naked, right? And you got to pretend you didn't see it?
Exactly.
All right.
All right.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Tracy. Did anyone look really good with their clothes off?
My husband swore up and down one of the oldest ladies looked very nice.
Thank you, Tracy. Have a great... Oh, look at this. Jason calling in from Lakeland is a mobile DJ. I imagine, Jason, you've probably seen all kinds of stuff at Christmas parties.
I could write a book.
Give us a couple of the best stories.
Well, I don't want to say it's the best story. It's the craziest. Is a husband and wife got in a fight, and he peeled out of the parking lot and wrecked his car and died.
What?
Jeez. Yeah.
What the hell? Really?
Yeah, it's kind of sad at the same time, but that's probably the craziest thing that I, well, I mean, there's all kinds of sex and cocaine lines in bathroom sinks and going on, and I've seen all that crap over the last 30 years, but
wow.
Like I said, the wildest one, the craziest one is just like, oh my gosh, they got in a fight. He peeled out, left, and like literally crashed like a half a mile down. Like we heard the crash.
Oh my God, the party's over at that point.
Yeah, it was.
Did you pack up the ones and twos? Did you pack up the DJ equipment and leave after that?
Well, sort of. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of wrapping up, so we were already packing up. But
good.
Yeah, we found out that he died. That was pretty sad. And
Oh,
kind of
man.
crazy at the same time.
All
But,
right,
yeah.
Jason. Thanks for calling in, buddy.
All right, thanks.
All right, have a good one. Hey, speaking of alcohol, this sounds grotesque. Pepsi, the PepsiCo company, which also they own Frito-Lay and all the snack chips and everything.
Oh, they do?
Come on.
I didn't know that Pepsi and Frito-Lay. I did not know that Pepsi and Frito-Lay.
PepsiCo owns Frito-Lay.
Okay, thank you.
You didn't know that?
I'm sorry. I didn't know the big corporate conglomerate of PepsiCo and everything they own.
I'm sorry. Pepsi's a fine product.
Yeah.
Frito-Lay, fine products. But do we really need an alcoholic spirit that tastes like nacho cheese Doritos?
Oh, that sounds so good.
Oh, of course you would say that.
I
Of
want
course.
it.
Yeah, of course Froggy would say that. Yeah, PepsiCo and custom spirits maker Empirical.
Is it a tequila?
They're teaming up to launch a new spirit that tastes like Doritos nacho cheese chips. Get out of here. The Empirical X Doritos nacho cheese vacuum distilled spirit is described as capturing, quote, all the indulgent flavors of your favorite nacho cheese in liquid form, according to the Empirical's website.
Isn't nacho cheese already in liquid form?
Available. No.
But it's the
nacho cheese Dorito. Now, the drink is going to go on sale apparently on today. Today. The pre-order for this happens today, and they're trying to market a Doritos-flavored alcoholic beverage to Doritos fans. It'll be available in select stores in New York and California, but available online as well to people across the country. Guess how much a fifth of this is?
$29.
$65 for a 750 milliliter bottle.
Oh, this is a gimmick.
What?
That better be some good Dorito booze. Is it like a liqueur or is it a
I don't know.
Vodka or something?
It sounds gross. I don't want an alcoholic drink that tastes like nacho cheese Doritos.
What if we had like a very nice Mexican meal and you had this as a cocktail on the side?
Yeah, with some chips.
That sounds gross. Also back to holiday parties for a second.
Yes.
I read an item about how declining invitations to holiday parties is actually good for you. It was one of those study finds things that saying no to a holiday party that you have no interest in really attending could be the best thing for your mental health. New study finds that politely declining unwanted invitations during the holiday season has a bigger positive impact than actually taking yourself to all of these Christmas parties that you've been invited to that you really don't want to go to in the first place.
Sure.
More than 3/4 of the people in a survey confessed that they accept invitations to gatherings and Christmas parties that they really don't want to attend out of fear of being judged for declining. But researchers, according to study finds, found that loved ones not only don't care about rejected invitations as much as people think they do, but saying no more often can be beneficial to avoid burnout. Can I be honest about something?
Sure.
I've been invited to no Christmas parties.
I was about to say, I was thinking the same thing.
And I like it. I like it. We have the office Christmas party tomorrow night, but I've got a reasonable amount of friends, but I just love the fact I'm not invited to Christmas parties. I have zero invitations.
That might have more to do with you than them.
Think so?
Yeah. I mean,
but
do we invite this guy? No, just leave him off the list.
Listen, the circles, the friends that I have, I guess don't throw Christmas parties. And guess what? I am fine with that. I like it.
Yeah,
You don't like parties?
So, no, you know what? I guess I'm not really a
party guy.
person. Fester, same thing for you?
I just don't typically like people outside.
I haven't been to a party in, God, a few years.
I mean, it's been a while.
I don't think.
Maybe if you belong to a club or something. I know, like one of my civic organizations had their Christmas party last week. I didn't go. I haven't gone. I never have been. But the guys who went looked like they had a great time. I mean, I'm sure there'll be plenty of employees tomorrow night going to this Christmas party, just kissing old Ron DeCastro's ass. Yeah, I'm not gonna go.
Ron DeSantis or Ron DeCastro?
Whatever. Who are you talking about?
Listen, our general manager's a cool guy.
Yeah, what's your problem?
I'm not
dude?
saying he's not a cool guy. I'm just saying it's going to be like, every salesperson on the bubble. Oh, Ron, this is a great party. Oh man.
Trying to buy a couple more months into 2024.
Man.
Folks, if you ever have any hot gossip, if you ever have any material for the show, if you have anything that we need to know, you got an inside scoop on something, if there's a story or something you think we got to talk about, hey, if you want to remain confidential or keep the source quiet, hey, you can always send me an email. My MJ Morning Show email is personal. It's confidential. It is me only. Nobody checks the email other than me, and it's mj@mjmorningshow.com. If you want to send an email, you have any comments, questions, you have good material for the show, something we need to know, hey, maybe you just want to say hello. Maybe you want to invite me to your Christmas party. No, don't do that.
I mean, you can send the invitation, but the answer is going to be no.
Yeah, tell you what. You can email me anything, folks, mj@mjmorningshow.com. And if you want to send me an invitation to a Christmas party, let me give you a different address.
Right Zoom, ZOOM, Box 350, Boston, Mass. 02134.
Yeah, go ahead and send it there. So,
those kids were singing at such a pitch. I heard Boston, Mass. at the end, and then a zip code.
Hey, have you ever heard that before?
No, what is that?
You've never heard that?
I don't know. Play it again.
I was on YouTube last night, and this thing popped up as a suggestion. I'm like, what? Oh, you never heard this?
Play it again.
Right Zoom, ZOOM, Box 350, Boston, Mass. 02134.
You're telling me, are you too young for that? You've never heard that before.
That's the least effective way to get your address out somewhere. Have a bunch of kids just scream it.
I have not heard that since like 1970. I might have been 8 years old when I last heard that.
Is that the Conjunction Junction?
No. Hey, Froggy, I think you're too young for this as well. Here, listen to this. Hold on, you guys have never heard this stuff?
We're gonna zoom, 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 zoom.
Oh, zoom, zoom.
Yeah.
Come on and zoom, zoom, zoom.
You don't remember this? No one?
Yeah, it's from Canada.
Everybody's moving it. Everybody's writing the show. Yeah. So won't you zoom, zoom, zoom.
This was a show called Zoom on public television back in the 70s. Andrew, do you remember that?
I remember very well.
It kind of has that Sesame Street,
electric company.
Yeah.
It was produced by the public station up in Boston, WGBH. And man, I haven't thought of this in, probably 40-something years. I was on YouTube looking for something, and it popped up in the suggestions. I'm like, what? Holy crap, what a blast from the past. And I remember, and it brought back memories. I remember I'm in like third grade or something, and God, I wanted one of those striped Zoom shirts. Yeah. It was like a red and blue striped shirt, and I was like, where can I get that shirt? I want a Zoom shirt. I want to look like the kids on Zoom. Anyway, if you're of a certain demographic, you know exactly what I'm talking about and exactly what I just played.
If you want to talk about important things that we should probably mention on the show.
Yeah, like what?
Earlier today, we acknowledged a very important birthday to a very special young man.
Yeah.
Froggy's son, Max.
Right.
Yes.
It is also the birthday of possibly the most significant individual in American culture today. Taylor Swift.
Are you serious?
Today, Max, your son, shares December 13th with Tay-Tay.
Oh my gosh, she's going to be a pop star.
Today is Taylor Swift's birthday?
Yes, somebody sent me a text after we said happy birthday to Max. He goes, hey, you celebrate some...
Hang on. We kind of put a de facto Taylor Swift ban
Never.
on this show that we're just not going to talk about Taylor Swift anymore.
We love her.
And hey, we had phone callers that agreed with it. So what the hell happened?
And since then,
how did the Taylor Swift ban on
Talked
the MJ?
about her every day.
Yeah, how did the Taylor Swift ban just kind of drift away?
She is such an incredible force of nature that we can't ignore it. We can't ignore it.
Oh my God! So
she,
Taylor Swift's birthday.
Is she the most? Is she more famous than Michael Jackson was?
I don't think so.
I don't know, dude. She's pretty famous.
Let me ask you a question.
Please.
How do you handle things where they're? Well, it's also identifying the fan base. The fan base really is like 8 years old to maybe 30.
Yeah, like the largest segment of our society.
That's not the largest segment of our society. 8 to 30.
We're just throwing out facts.
In 20-year period, I bet you there are more people 8 to 30 in this country than there are.
Why don't you research that?
50 to 70.
I'm just saying there are many more Americans that are not Taylor Swift fans than are, and so
what?
What?
I think there's more Americans that are.
No, I don't think so. But how do I deal with the fact that it doesn't move my. I don't care. I do not care.
Can't you just respect for her for the force of nature that she is?
I do not wish Taylor Swift any ill will. I wish her health and happiness.
All right.
And her tour, the Taylor Swift concert, that's already raked in over $1 billion. Listen, I'm not begrudging her for any financial. She just doesn't do anything for me. I'm sorry, but hey, happy birthday, Taylor Swift.
That is the most backhanded happy birthday I've ever heard in my life.
Can we get Hal Herman to sing happy birthday to Taylor Swift?
Hal Herman, no.
Last time Hal Herman sang happy birthday, he jumped on you. I'm just
one other thing here, I guess. Now that you brought this, my neck still hurts from that. So since you brought up Taylor Swift, I guess I can add Kelce to the whole deal here. Travis Kelce. We've come to the point now where there are news stories about the condiment that Travis Kelce won't eat. Because of this, I think it's manufactured, but I think they're both getting what they need out of this whole deal. I don't think they're long for the world, Taylor Swift and Chiefs player Travis Kelce. But we've come to the point now where I'm looking at a People magazine story that Travis Kelce never eats mayonnaise. Are you freaking kidding me?
What?
I've got a story from People magazine that Travis Kelce reveals the one disgusting condiment he never eats, and it's mayonnaise.
You telling me Taylor Swift comes out in a mayonnaise bikini and he's going to do nothing about it?
He's like, no. Go back and put on some mustard.
And then she pulls out the Miracle Whips. In her little, dungeon outfit that she's got on her.
That was a funny joke.
Dominatrix deal.
That was a funny joke because you worked in Dominatrix. But any true mayo lover knows Miracle Whip is not mayo. Okay?
8:48 at the MJ Morning Show. Hey, we've got a solid hour to go. We've got a lot of stuff coming up, including tickets. You want to see Styx and Foreigner opening acts Taylor Swift at the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater next July. I'm kidding. Taylor Swift is not the opening act for Foreigner and Styx. Did you miss that?
I heard. I just.
Did you not process that?
No, I thought you were going into your clothes.
Anyway, we've got Styx and Foreigner with John Wade tickets. We'll give those away next hour, and we got a lot of stuff. Hey, there's a TSA warning. A lot of folks going to be traveling. There is a very serious TSA warning. And this is coming from Tampa International. Got a local warning, TSA. We're going to make you very, very clear about this in minutes when we get back. Also, a flyer is pissed beyond belief at American Airlines because another passenger did something to their luggage. You got to hear this as well. All right, there is a lot of stuff coming up. Don't move. Back in minutes on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Now, at the MJ Morning Show. Got a whole hour to go here. Your chance to win the Styx Foreigner with John Waite tickets. July 20th is a concert date, Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. And we have your tickets coming up in just a bit. Fester, you were just on a phone call. I heard Luke Combs. And, folks, if you're just tuning in, you didn't hear the show, an hour ago? Yeah, about an hour ago. We were talking about this crazy story involving country star Luke Combs. A local woman right here in Pinellas Park has been hit with a $250,000 judgment, $250,000 judgment from a federal judge up in Illinois because she was making tumblers. She was making little tumbler cups. You know, you got the drink insert, then you get the outer clear plastic shell, and people put little patches and artwork and all kinds of crap. And, people sell these things online on Amazon or Etsy or whatever. This woman made a whole Luke Combs country music themed tumbler, and Luke Combs' attorneys went after a whole bunch of people for copyright infringement. And this woman in Pinellas Park named Nicole Harness was hit with a $250,000 judgment, federal judge up in Illinois. She didn't even know about it. The judgment or the lawsuit originally was sent to some old Hotmail account that she had, and it went to the spam folder. She doesn't even use the account that was even buried deeper in a spam folder, an account that she doesn't use. Finally saw it and finds out that she's been hit with a judgment. A federal judge said, you owe Luke Combs $250,000 for selling tumblers. And this woman, Nicole Harness, she sold 18 tumblers at $20 each, so $380. And this woman is distraught. Now, Fester, you were just on the phone with somebody.
Yeah, one of our listeners, Jeanette, just called in.
Yeah.
And she alerted us that as of right now, 14 minutes ago, less than 15 minutes ago, Luke Combs on his Facebook page has posted a video responding to the lawsuit. I have not heard the audio yet.
Now, this woman, Nicole Harness from Pinellas Park, she doesn't have $250,000. I don't know if she has $250, let alone $250,000. And, we wondered, did Luke Combs' management team and attorneys did Luke Combs even know that some lady
this is probably recorded this morning.
Yeah.
Luke's hearing about it this morning for the first time.
We think this is fresh, right? So this audio just came to, and Luke posted this where?
On his Facebook page.
All right, let's go ahead and roll the audio.
All right, 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, this is Luke, and I'm going to take every damn dime you have, lady.
Let me stop.
Oh, my God, was that the audio?
Froggy, stop.
I'm Luke Combs. Thanks for listening to my music.
Froggy, stop.
I'm going to send this lady to the poorhouse.
Let me play the real audio.
All right, here's Luke Combs.
All right, go ahead, hit it.
What's up, guys? Luke here. It's 7:27 a.m. here in Tennessee. I woke up at 5 a.m. to use the restroom, and the first thing I saw was this. A woman that's being sued by me for $250,000. I spent the last 2 hours trying to make this right, trying to figure out what's going on, because I was completely and utterly unaware of this. So we reached out. Firstly, my manager reached out to this news station that ran this piece to try to get some info. And so we do have a company that goes after folks, only supposedly large corporations operating internationally that make millions and millions of dollars, making counterfeit T-shirts, things of that nature, running illegal businesses. And apparently this woman, Nicole, has somehow gotten wrapped into that. And that makes me absolutely sick to my stomach.
Wow.
So I was able to get Nicole's phone number. I spoke to her this morning.
Wow.
She told me that, she was absolutely shocked by this. I'm so apologetic. Talking to her, it makes me sick, honestly, that this would happen, especially at the holidays. I can't imagine being in her shoes.
Wow.
She told me there's $5,500 locked up in her Amazon account. I'm going to double that, send her $11,000 today.
Whoa.
Just so she doesn't have anything to worry about. She was never supposed to be involved in anything like this. No fan should ever have to be involved in anything like this. And she got in trouble apparently for making tumblers. So I'm going to make my own tumbler today. That's going to go up today. I'll keep you posted on that. But all that money is going to go to Nicole and her family to try to help with her medical bills. Hopefully that can help her out. And again, this is unbelievable. I was completely shocked when I saw this morning. It makes me sick. This is not something that I would ever do. This is not the kind of person I am. I'm not greedy in any way, shape, or form. Money is the last thing on my mind. I promise you guys that. And I invited Nicole and her family out to a show this year so I could give her a hug and say sorry in person. And yeah, I love you guys. I just wanted to clear that up, man, because it makes me sick for anybody to be thinking that I'm this kind of person, because I'm the farthest thing from it. So love you guys, and I'll keep you posted.
Wow, what a turnaround. And we had Shannon Bankin on an hour ago, Better Call Bankin from Channel 8, who did the piece originally about this Pinellas Park woman, Nicole Harness, getting wrapped up in this situation. And it turns out, you heard Luke Combs, the country star, just say that the company that legally goes after copyright infringement cases, they're going after big producers.
Absolutely.
Not some lady selling 18 tumblers in Pinellas Park.
Even when we talked about it before, I said they're looking for Chinese companies over there just mass producing these fake shirts and selling them online.
Well,
That's
whatever
what they're looking for.
Yeah. So, again, here's the audio from Channel 8 from Nicole Harness.
I was just trying to get my funds out to pay my bills, and I couldn't get it out. It's very stressful. I don't have money to pay my bills. I just want this resolved. I didn't mean any harm to Luke Combs. I quit selling the tumbler. I pulled it down. I don't understand.
Wow. So Luke Combs is going to have his lawyers now go to the federal judge and see if the federal judge can vacate the judgment. Is that the proper terminology?
Maybe. I mean, well, what if they never... Who's responsible for making sure she pays? What if he just lets it go? I don't know.
The federal judge in Illinois that issued the judgment hitting Nicole Harness of Pinellas Park with $250,000 judgment against her. For Luke Combs, that needs to be dealt with by the judge. That needs to be rescinded. An order needs to be issued vacating or rescinding that judgment from the federal judge.
$380.
So $380.
Correct.
And you're willing to give them that money.
Exactly.
But $250,000.
I don't have.
Yeah. Again, I don't know if she has $250. And look, what a turn of events. And Luke Combs just posted a message on his Facebook. From home. Look, he did this from home. Look at this.
I would tell him I'm sorry. Like I said, I didn't mean any harm. I'm a supporter of Luke Combs. I respect him. This is not something I meant to go wrong like this. I just want to get back to my day-to-day life.
Wow. And now Luke Combs, you just heard, is going to send her $11,000 in cash.
Oh, what a pushover.
Yeah, right? That's an easy...
Froggy.
Not even a fighting chance,
Yeah,
dude.
what an easy 11K.
Stop it.
That sucks.
I'm going to start selling some.
Wow, breaking news. All right, speaking of other breaking news items, and this was a shock to me. 9:08 now at the MJ Morning Show. In fact, this was so shocking. What is the first thing that I talked about at 6 a.m. when we opened up the show today, Fester?
Oh, gosh. Way back then.
Oh, come on. Froggy, what was the first thing I talked about at 6 o'clock this morning?
Oh, gosh.
Come on.
Way back then?
We talked about spy cameras today.
Come on, guys.
Roxanne not being here?
Roxanne wasn't
Come
here.
on.
She was feeling jilted. Something, it wasn't about the weather.
Come
We
on.
didn't talk about the Bucks.
Brittany's father had his leg amputated.
No, we didn't talk
That's
about
when we did War of the
Britney's-
Roses, right?
we didn't
No,
talk about
stop
that.
it.
I don't remember.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The leg.
Oh, Brittany's
The
father's
Britney.
leg.
Oh.
Yes.
Guys, I'm not making light of this.
Okay, I'm glad you're not. I don't care about Jamie Spears. Hop his ass on. I don't care. What's he going to do?
What did you say?
I think he can hop his ass on. I don't care about Jamie Spears. Let me think of the people in this world I care the least about.
Yeah, all right.
Britney Spears' father's way up there on that list.
I really don't care about Britney Spears' father per se. The conservatorship was, well, a little problematic. I think Britney was, tormented mentally. Listen, I'm Team Britney Spears, okay? But if you haven't heard this, the breaking news is they broke his leg off. Jamie Spears, Britney Spears' father, had his right leg amputated 4 inches above the knee.
This guy's such a jerk. His own right leg couldn't stand him.
Come on, Fester.
Get me out of here.
So
Come with me, knee.
images popped up last night of Jamie Spears getting out of a wheelchair in Louisiana. Where is it? Where in Louisiana they live?
Yeah, Kentwood, Louisiana.
Yeah. Here comes Cajun Fester.
I was saying, Kentwood's a fine little town. Known for just being Britney Spears' home.
All right, it turns out that Britney Spears' father had a knee replacement operation and got some kind of a terrible infection.
Like a staph infection or something? Something really awful?
He got such a bad infection from his knee replacement surgery. You don't need the knee replacement anymore because you don't have the knee. The knee has been unreplaced. So they cut his leg off. It is above the knee, 4 inches above the knee.
Let me tell you, downtown Kentwood, we're going to have a statue of Jamie Spears' leg.
Let me ask you something, Cajun Fester.
Yeah, tell me something.
Was this surgery for his knee replacement done with sticks next to a crawfish boil in the bayou? Where the hell was this surgery done that he got some terrible knee infection?
See, down here in Louisiana, losing your leg is great.
Usually by a gator attack, though. Right?
Everybody, gator don't jump it off.
Is there any IHOPs where you live? Can you work there?
There are, except for IHOPs.
That's terrible. So now you want Jamie Spears to get a job at IHOP?
I mean, what's he doing for money?
What's wrong with you guys?
IHOP.
What the hell's wrong with you guys?
Sorry, man. I got off on the wrong foot on that one.
Stop. Come on.
Jamie Spears can only get off on the right foot, moving left foot.
I wonder how his bank account is after the Britney. Has he checked his balance?
I don't know. Tell you what. All right, that's Froggy. Stop.
That's good.
Froggy, stop.
So
stop with the Jamie Spears missing leg joke. Stop.
I mean, you getting an infection after a surgery? Is it on the hospital? Is there going to be some lawsuit?
It looks like he has a lot of family to lean on. And
yeah,
support.
a lot of family to lean on support.
Yeah, what's his favorite song? Lean on Me.
Yeah.
Dum 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 dum. All right, so Jamie Spears now missing a leg, and I wonder if Britney's going to post some video, maybe dancing around in a bikini with knives and comment on, maybe she'll say, hey, I used these knives to cut my dad's leg off.
Froggy pointed that out earlier. It's just amazing that Britney has these wacky knife videos.
Yeah.
And dad
all of a sudden his leg's gone.
Dad has his leg amputated. In Kent, Louisiana, I'll say.
You know what Kentwood, Louisiana is known for? Nothing.
The 9:10 must-hear story of the day. It is now 9:12, so a couple of minutes late. It's pretty good for me, actually. Then I got a TSA warning at Tampa International, so we got a lot of stuff to cover here. And also Sticks and Foreigner tickets with John Waite. We'll give those away in just a bit. Keep listening. I'll tell you what number caller to be coming up in just a bit. Listen to this. This is the must-hear story, 9:10 at 9:13. The average American doesn't start drinking responsibly until the age of 29.
Wow.
Really?
I mean, 20s, those are your years to maybe drink a little too much.
You have a survey of 2,000 American drinkers over 21. Hey, thank you for not surveying a bunch of 13 and 14-year-old drinkers. I appreciate that. 86% agree that drinking alcohol is the activity where they apply moderation the most. Beyond that, blah, blah, blah. But then you get into the weeds here. And as far as responsible drinking, they break it down. New poll finds the average American hits the so-called era of moderation at 29. So according to this, whether you want to buy it or not, moderation in drinking doesn't hit the average American until 29 years of age.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So how about that? Must-hear story. TSA warning. Many of you are going to be traveling over the next couple of weeks. Volume at airports across the country going to be massive. TSA is going to have a lot of screenings, obviously, here at Tampa International. PIE. Let's not forget the baby airport. Let's not forget little, St. Pete Clearwater, PIE.
I don't know that it wants to be called the baby airport, but it is a smaller facility.
It's like the little baby bok choy airport. That's what it is. Now, but this is serious, though. What happened in the state of Florida with gun laws last summer? I think it was July 1.
You no longer need a concealed permit to carry a weapon?
Exactly. Bingo there, Cajun Fester. What about the bayou? Do you need a permit to carry in the bayou?
You don't need permit for nothing in the bayou.
I'm telling you right now.
Bayou, it goes.
All right. Well, here's the deal. With the fact that you don't need a concealed weapons permit anymore to carry a concealed weapon, a concealed gun, guess what's happening?
Less responsible gun owners are leaving them in their bags and stuff?
There has been an uptick in weapons, in guns found in bags at screening at Tampa International Airport. Yep. And security officials at TIA had a press conference at TPA this week, and they're just trying to say, hey, we've got an uptick in guns that are being found at our checkpoints. Please, especially with the change in Florida gun laws, where you don't need a concealed weapons permit any longer, that you need to be extra careful and not have a gun stuffed in your bag. I mean, we had enough of a problem where people that actually had concealed weapons permits forgot their gun, and now you've just opened up the ability for people to carry lawfully to millions and millions of additional Floridians. Yeah, TSA agent Mark Howell at a presser this week showed how the gun issue has become even more of a problem since the changing of the law. And they're just going, listen, if you can lawfully check a gun.
That's right. Yeah.
I've done that. You can lawfully, if you have the approved case, it's a locked case, the ammo is separate from the gun, you can check a gun. You have to go, when you walk into the airport, the gun needs to be in the locked approved box. And you can go online and see what the approved carry case is. But, you don't take it to the x-ray machine. You don't go to TSA.
You don't go that far.
You don't carry on. If you're checking a gun, also you got to make sure that your destination, that you're able to have a gun. Don't go to New York or something or Chicago.
Would the airline stop you for that?
You know what? I wonder if they do. But if you're checking a gun in an approved case, a locked case, and you follow the rules, you walk into the airport, you got to go right to the luggage counter, and you got to tell them you're checking a firearm. In fact, I think they even put a special tag, which I'm trying to remember if when I flew to Denver with a weapon, I want to say they put like a note on it. Like I thought that was weird. So you're advertising that. You got a gun inside?
You just want everybody to know what's in this package.
Yeah. The gun was inside another piece of checked luggage. So it's like a gun case and just, you have your lock gun case inside your regular luggage. But I think they put a sticker on it that said like gun inside or something. And
you just get it back at the carousel?
Yeah, it's in your checked baggage. Okay. So it was in my checked baggage, and then on the other end in Denver, I just picked up my baggage, and inside, I immediately unzipped to make sure my gun was still in there, in the locked. That's the only time I've ever flown with a gun. And, of course, I checked it. I didn't try to, show up at the TSA screening at the airside with a, gun in my bag. No, you got to check it. So be careful. And especially any trip to the airport, now that the laws have been relaxed, you don't want to get caught and maybe miss your plane, be detained. The TSA, they can invoke a civil penalty. I think it's like $15,000.
Yeah, don't be a dumbass this holiday season.
Yeah, hey, Fessel, look that up for me quickly. I think that the civil penalty, if you try to bring a gun through TSA, I think they can levy a penalty of, I think it's around $15,000, if I'm not mistaken. So another incentive to be very careful. Speaking of airlines,
$15,000 on the button.
Look at that.
Look at you.
Look who knows their crap, man. Me, MJ, right here on the MJ Morning Show.
Congrats.
Yep, $15,000. The penalty for carrying a weapon can reach as high as $15,000 depending on the circumstances. Speaking of airlines, American Airlines is being chastised by one of their customers, being chastised by one of their flyers because of this. American Airlines is being chastised because a passenger claims that a fellow traveler threw up all over her bags. And the airline's response was not exactly what she was looking for.
What do you want them to do about it?
Nicole Shreve was traveling the second leg of her trip from Buffalo to Miami back on November 30th. She told the story to Business Insider when she allegedly had a guy sit next to her. I'm sorry, sit in the seat in front of her. So another passenger in the seat in front of her. The passenger, a woman, was slurring her words, could barely talk. The woman should not be on the plane, she thought. She was concerned. She first encountered the woman and two others in the bathroom at LaGuardia during the layover. So she flew from Buffalo to LaGuardia, then LaGuardia to Miami. Two of them were walking arm in arm, stumbling drunk, and ran right into me in the bathroom. And then, wait a minute, then the lady ends up on this woman's flight in the seat in front of her.
How did she even get on the plane when you're that obviously drunk?
7:30 in the morning, too. 7:30 a.m.
You can't drink all day unless you start early.
Oh, my God. After the flight took off, Shreve noticed that the two men seated with the drunk woman had moved seats. Then I became aware of a vile smell. She said, oh, God, she must be getting sick. But it was only as the plane was landing that Shreve reached for the canvas tote bag and purse that she stowed under the seat in front of her and realized that both were covered with the woman's.
Oh, no.
Man. Oh, my God. I couldn't believe the amount. That's what she said. She couldn't believe the amount of what this lady barfed up. So she's not happy. She put up on social media, American Air allowed this intoxicated, verbally abusive woman on my flight despite removing one of her friends. Here she is calling the two men in her aisle the P word prior to puking on the floor and my bags. American Airlines gave her a $50 credit.
What the heck?
When American should have... Listen, any airline, I'm not singling out American here, it just happened to happen on American, but any airline should not allow somebody that drunk to get on the plane. And a lot of airlines will stop somebody at boarding. You know, someone can't walk and they smell like a brewery or a distillery, and you got to be held up while walking. You know, that's grounds for boarding denial.
There's a bunch of videos online from Tampa Airport of people getting turned away and hammered and yelling.
Is there a YouTube channel for that?
It's an airport YouTube channel for disturbances in airport.
Really?
But there's a lot of Tampa ones.
I'm sure there is. Anyway, so she's
there was a lady walking through an airport with a fire extinguisher just setting it off.
Are you serious? Yeah. Oh, no, I saw that.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one.
It was great.
Absolutely.
She was too drunk to fly.
What a mess. All right, folks, segment to go. I've got the concert tickets giveaway. We've got Styx Foreigner with John Waite. We'll give away those tickets in just a bit. Stand by. If you're looking for... The soothing sounds of Boccherini, the final chunk of the MJ Morning Show here on a Wednesday, so midweek. What are you smiling at?
It just makes me feel classy to hear that music.
Yes, you know, speaking of classy, I just used the restroom.
Yeah.
Speaking of classy.
Right.
Just came back from the restroom, and I looked at myself in the mirror, and I got to get a haircut today. I got like strands coming off, and you know, we're heading out on Christmas vacation soon. So I got to get spruced up. I got to find out if Ha is working today at the Great Clips.
Why get the haircut now? Get it after vacation. I mean,
No. I want to get spiffed up before vacation. I don't want to look like a homeless, beast on the slopes.
Yes,
you know?
all the homeless people on the slopes of Colorado. Yes, you're gonna. Who's the homeless guy?
I don't look like some shaggy thing. No, I need to get a haircut. So I'm hoping today's actually a good day. Hey, Andrew, do me a favor. Can you go to Google? Go to Google and type in Great Clips on West Shore and call up and see if Ha is working today. Ha is the woman that cuts my hair at Great Clips, and she's done a great job now for I guess a couple of years.
Yeah, she has.
Yeah, Ha's done a phenomenal job. Andrew, you got the number for Great Clips on? It's on Festa. You might have been able to do this faster.
I mean, probably. What do you want? Do you want to get Ha on the line?
It's Southwest Shore. Does it say West Shore? What address do you have? So just type in.
So far, I don't see an address on the one I clicked.
Just type in Great Clips West Shore Boulevard. I mean, it's not tough to find.
That's what I typed.
Yeah. Okay. Let me.
The first option it gave me says Town Square.
Okay, calm down.
I got
Fight.
Don't have an aneurysm. It'll be okay.
I'm doing exactly what you said.
Hold on,
813
Get him, Andrew. Get him.
87. All right.
Times Square is the name of the plaza.
Fester, do me a favor. Pick up the phone. I'm calling Great Clips. Great Clips on Southwest Shore.
What are you making, an appointment?
Well, I want to know. I need to know if Ha's there today. And listen, I'll just do a walk-in, or I can check in online. I've got the app. I need to clean myself up. All right, I'm looking a little shabby.
Shave your head.
So what a time? Yeah, 9. I think they open at 9 o'clock, right?
Is this Ha?
Is it Ha? Fester, get on your mic.
Listen, this is Fester from the MJ Morning Show. You cut his hair.
Yeah.
Can he talk to you for a second?
Tell Ha we're on
We're on the radio.
We're on the radio.
He wants to talk to you and make an appointment for today, Ha. Okay?
Oh, my gosh. You couldn't do this?
Hold on.
And Ha's there.
All right. Ha said, hell no.
Hey, Ha, it's MJ. How you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Okay, Ha, I guess you're there today, right?
Yeah, but I hear until 1:30 only.
Oh, till 1:30.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'm coming right after the morning show. I'm driving right there to get my hair cut, so I'll be right there. Okay?
Yeah, but could you please check in online because I have a customer will coming for me.
Okay, all right. So I'll check in online. I usually use the app. All right, I'll check in.
And I'm thinking about shaving my head this time.
All
Ha,
right,
what do you
all right,
think?
Froggy, stop it. Froggy. All right. So, Ha, hopefully a lot of times they play our radio station. In the great clips, they've got Q105 on. So
great.
I don't know if we're on right now. But, Ha, I'll see you later today. But you're only there till 1?
1:30, yeah.
All right.
1:30.
All right. Ha, thank you.
Thank you very much. You have a beautiful time with your show.
Okay, thank you, Ha.
Bye-bye.
Remember, bald.
Yeah, shave him bald, Ha.
Stop it.
Oh, she sounds nice.
You know what's going to happen? All kinds of folks now are going to book things up, and I won't be able to get my appointment.
Why don't you invite listeners to come get a haircut? with
Yes.
you?
Hey, if you want to see MJ get his hair cut at 10:30 this morning.
Well, I got to meet with Ron, our general manager, right after the show at 9:50.
Is this it?
Well, I think we might have a deal today. I think.
man.
Listen, I told you, I think it's looking good.
I was hoping to sleep in.
I'm pretty confident that the MJ Morning Show is going to be back in 2024. And I also pointed out that if we're back, I have already secured and locked in one hell of a deal. I got one amazing promotion coming up in the first weeks of January here on the MJ Morning Show. So stay tuned for details on that.
I have a question.
Yep.
Has to do with my friend. He has a radio show and he's under a contract. Could he resign from that contract? He just quit?
Just don't show up.
Interesting. I'll let him know.
Yeah. Is that you?
No. That's just my buddy.
Yeah, which buddy is that?
Skippy.
Skippy?
You can tell Skippy I'm a week-to-week employee myself.
Skippy McFlippy?
Skippy McFlipperson. Get it right.
What, are you thinking about just calling it quits?
No, I was just asking about Skippy.
Okay.
You're looking way too into things. Way too.
Remember I mentioned Panda Express earlier today?
Yes. Well,
I'm starving.
When we were talking about gift cards?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Ting ting.
Let me ask you a question. If you go to Panda Express, do we have Panda Expresses?
Yes. There's one in town and country.
Okay. There's
how many are there?
There's 20 of them across the Bay Area.
I know I've seen them. I just I don't know if there are any in my travels. You know, I live in South Tampa. I mean, my travels are essentially across the Howard Franklin, right here to the studio complex, near 4th and Gandy. And I go home, and then, my travels, I don't get north of 275 much.
So there's not one in South Tampa.
Yeah, that's what I'm
south
saying.
Of 275.
Yeah, so
there's several of them in Tampa, a couple of them, three of them in Pinellas County, 4 of them in Pasco.
All right, so there are a lot of Panda Expresses around.
Yeah, a bunch in Hillsborough County. Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever been to a Panda Express.
I've only been once, but it was pretty good.
Why don't you broaden your worldly horizons of your fast food eating and go to some Panda Express?
You want to hear something funny?
I'd love to hear something.
Please. Begging.
As opposed to you booking your haircut, please.
So, you want to hear something funny?
Yes.
Speaking of Chinese food,
her name was Ha.
I love Chinese food.
Right.
I love Japanese food. I love Asian food.
Okay.
And
you're right.
That's so funny. He loves Asian food.
Oh, that wasn't it?
Oh, that's not the funny
No.
part. Okay, what's the funny part?
I wonder if Julian's available. Julian, my son. Let me call him up. 813-601. All right, calling Julian. Julian calls me yesterday. He's walking in Manhattan. Of course, Julian's a freshman at NYU. I don't know if he's in class now. I don't know what his story is. So Julian is walking in Manhattan, and I think he was in the Union Square area, and he hears 2 people talking, and he might not be available. He might be in class. 2 people talking about, let's get Chinese food. And, and they're pointing to, I guess they're pointing to P.F. Chang's because there's a P.F. Chang's near Union Square.
Right.
And Julian here's this couple saying, let's get Chinese. We'll go to P.F. Chang's. And Julian's like, and Julian is not one to butt in on other people's conversations.
But he is your son, so.
Julian says, are you guys nuts? You're right near one of the best Chinatowns in the world with some amazing, authentic Chinese restaurants, and you're not going to go to Chinatown? So Julian gets involved in this conversation as he's walking by this couple. Yeah, we're in New York. Let's go to P.F. Chang's. That's like it's like Michael Scott of The Office. Go to Sbarro's for pizza in New York. And so the couple's like, oh, yeah. So Julian gets involved and says, listen, go to Chinatown. It's a 15-minute walk from here.
What if they like Panda Express? God, you making
No. It was P.F. Chang's.
Any of the places.
It's P.F. Chang's.
P.F. Chang's is awesome.
So Julian calls me up right after the encounter, and he says, you're not going to believe this. And he tells me the story. So, yeah, when you're in New York, I mean, you've got Little Italy. You've got great Italian restaurants in the East Village, the West Village. And you got people that will go to Olive Garden in Times Square. What?
Maybe they live there and they've been to all the other places.
No, they haven't. All right, so here's the deal. Back to Panda Express. If you're not happy with the food quality at the Panda Express that you visited,
okay,
what is the appropriate course of conduct?
I mean, you would think the appropriate course would be to talk to the person that helped you and said, hey, listen, this isn't what I was expecting. You know, we could get a refund or maybe swap it out for something else. Or I'm sure they're there for customer service as
Froggy,
well.
you want to jump in on this? What do you think? If you don't like the food that you got at Panda Express, let's say you don't think the quality's good, what do you do?
I would go get a real panda because I heard they're vicious and just release it on the restaurant.
Okay. You're warmer than Fester, I'll tell you that.
Customers, everybody gets it because I heard they are nasty.
Do you know how hard it is to acquire a panda?
I saw them in Ying Ying Ling Ling 1987 at Busch Gardens. I was there.
Yeah.
Well,
that was the last time you saw him.
Can I give you the answer, please?
Oh, so I'm wrong.
Well, I said you were getting warmer than Fester, at least.
What was your guess, Fester?
Talk to the clerk. Tell him about your experience.
The clerk.
Maybe ask.
Yes, are you the Panda Express clerk?
In an un-Karen-like tone, ask to speak to the manager.
How do we give a real answer? That's what we're looking for.
Here's the real answer.
I set it up.
All right, the guy stabbed the Panda Express worker, okay?
Come on. What the what?
No.
Man accused of stabbing a Panda Express employee and then punching another worker in Missouri over the quality of his food.
You know, nothing at Panda Express is worth going to jail for.
Yeah, I would say you're correct. Prosecuting attorney's office in St. Louis County charged Philip Person, 33 years old, with stabbing a person and punching a person. His name is Person. He was charged with felony assault and a weapons charge. Police responded to a Panda Express in the Richmond Heights area of St. Louis around 4 p.m. Last week. Officers said they found a man who works at the restaurant stabbed in the back. Witnesses told police the person got into an argument with employees over his food and then punched a female employee in the head. The restaurant's manager and a male employee were able to get Person outside, where he's accused of stabbing the male employee. The male employee was taken to a hospital for treatment, later released. That could have been fatal. Officers stopped and arrested Mr. Person after he drove off in a work truck.
I take it back. I'm looking at pictures of the orange chicken. That might be worth going to jail for.
It's pretty good. I've had that.
It's pretty good chicken.
Yeah, the pictures do look pretty good.
Yeah, really
I'm still going to Chinatown, though. All right, let's give away the tickets. Final act here on the MJ Morning Show. Let's give away Styx and Foreigner along with John Waite. Fester, sing a Styx song. Go.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it.
Dude, that's Journey.
I'm sailing.
I
knew the first one was Journey.
That is Styx. But
I knew the first one was Journey.
I don't know if they do that song because that's a Dennis DeYoung song.
Come sail away, come sail away with me.
Stop. Froggy, name a. You know what? Let me give out the. Let me get the calls going.
I
here.
want to play your dumb game.
Let's go with caller 21. Caller 21 right now. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Caller 21 right now. You got Styx and Foreigner with John Waite. So, Froggy, I want you to sing a Foreigner song. Go.
Today was a good day. Ooh, oh. Today was a good day. Had sex with. Wait, let me think.
It's not a Foreigner song. Come on, man.
Foreigner. Foreigner.
Come on.
We're from a foreign land. Is that it?
We're not from around here.
Come on. Can you sing a foreigner song?
Of course. Play one and I'll sing it. Go.
You're as cold as ice.
Okay. All right, there we go.
You're looking up songs.
That's a pretty popular one.
That's one. How about I want to know what love is.
No.
And I want you to show me. That's foreigner.
Billy Ocean.
He's talking to you, Froggy.
That's.
I want you to show him.
And you're not going to sing "Get Out of My Dreams, Get Into My Car" by Billy Ocean and call it foreigner?
That is foreigner, isn't it?
Then there's my.
No, that's Journey.
There's my favorite Billy Ocean song.
I'm not talking about Billy Ocean.
Oh, Billy Ocean's not in concert?
Let's go. We're up to caller 21.
Speaking of the ocean, you see that shark attack?
I'm going to take it live on the air for Styx, Foreigner, and John Waite. I didn't ask you to sing a John Waite song. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
Tony.
Hey, Tony, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Trinity, Florida.
Well, fantastic. It's better than calling from the Trinity bomb site out in New Mexico. So
No, or the Trinity funeral homes.
Better
than calling from there.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Tony, you're calling 21. You won. You got Styx, Foreigner with John Waite, July 20th at the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. And if Britney Spears' father goes, it could be the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amputated Theater.
Yes.
Oh, too soon.
It's too soon. Yeah, it is. Listen, Tony, congratulations. You're going to the concert, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. And just to let you know, we bought your CD, helped pay for your house. We've been listening to you since the 90s. You guys are awesome.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, for whoever bought the Crotchety Old Man CDs, all 8 releases, over 500,000 sold, thank you for helping to build my house. So,
Yeah.
Tony, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
It's only a trailer.
Yeah, there's a paver with your name on it.
I appreciate. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I got to repave my drive. I need new pavers. Yeah. Hey, Tony, hold on. Andrew's going to get all your information. All right.
All right.
All right. Stand by. Thanks for listening, folks. We got to roll. I got a lot of stuff left over I didn't even get to. That's the density and the quality of this program, folks. We'll see you back here tomorrow on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, and let's be careful out there.